playoffs here this weekend to take on the Sugarland Skeeters in the opener of, or to take on the Sugarland Skeeters or possibly the Somerset Patriots in the opening round of the playoffs. Well, the Barnstormers with the single game tonight against the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. It will be Jonathan Al-Balad on the hill for Lancaster. He's had trouble winning games here in the second half. It's not that he's pitched badly, but he has not gotten much run support. And then the last time out, the bullpen let one get away. So Al-Balad still just 7-7 on the year, a 4.5 ERA. He'll be matched up against left-hander David Wayne Russo in his second year with the Blue Crabs, really the first time he has been a rotation starter. Russo is 3-5 with a 5.66 earned run average. That is the matchup here this evening. The Barnstormers taking on Southern Maryland again. Somerset has already beaten York once today, 4-3 in 11 innings. So good news on that front. Now we'll look for the Barnstormers to try and do what they have done the last 8 times they have lost, and that is cover it with a win in their very next ball game. That's the objective for tonight as the Barnstormers host Southern Maryland in the opener of a 5-game series. Barnstormers with a couple of new faces this week. One of those is right-handed pitcher Daniel Carella. He is my guest tonight on the Gockenauer Home Appliances Dugout Report. We'll be back in just a moment on the Lancaster Barnstormers YouTube channel.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Find stories that will inspire and surprise. Cooperstown is where you, your family, and your friends can relive baseball's greatest moments and honor the all-time greats of the game. See all that the Hall of Fame and Museum has to offer and plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org.
Hi everyone, Adam Gockenauer here for Gockenauer Appliances in East Petersburg. We are as excited as you that it's baseball season, and we are thrilled to once again be partnering with your Lancaster Barnstormers. We are also excited this season to introduce some awesome new appliance colors on display now. Come and see the new colors of slate, black stainless, and black slate. These colors will give your kitchen a great look, and of course, all of them are at the best prices around now at Gockenauer's. I'll be back after the break to tell you about our special Barnstormers summer promotions.
Welcome back to this edition of the Gockenauer Home Appliances Dugout Report. Joining me is new Barnstormers right-hander Daniel Carella. And Daniel, we got a chance to watch you for 2 whole batters the other night, making your debut here as a Barnstormer. First of all, welcome, and second, congratulations on getting out of a tight spot the other night.
Yeah, thank you for having me. And as a new player, I need to come in and do my job whenever Ross brings me in, and whatever situation I'm supposed to be in, I have to go out there and try to do the best I can to help the team.
Yeah, the first batter you walked, and then you jammed a guy so badly, I think his bat ended up in about 4 pieces, and you got a ground ball. Josh Bell did a great job starting the double play.
Yeah, I was trying to get my feet wet again here. That was my first outing since September 1st, and I tried to make sure I got a double play ball to induce double play with a 2-seam fastball inside, and I was able to do that with that pitch.
You've been in 4 different major league organizations. Did they all kind of treat you the same, or did they kind of tinker with you and mess with you and try and cast you in their own molds?
To be honest with you, every organization has their own philosophy of how to go through things, you know. So it's just like I just have to adjust to whatever they wanted me to do at the time. But I'm here now, so I just have to focus on what I have to do to get out of here and do better.
And you spent this season in a city I have a great fondness for because I honeymooned there, Ottawa, Ontario. What's it like pitching north of the border? Is it any different being up there for a summer?
No, it's not any different. Baseball is baseball anywhere you go. You know, you just have to go out there and compete. Same thing. The only difference is over there they just speak a lot of French, and here is a lot of English. Yeah, so.
Yeah, I was great. I was going to ask about that. Did you pick up? Obviously you're bilingual English and Spanish. Did you pick up any French along the way?
The only French I picked up was oui and bonjour. That's it. I didn't pick up anything else.
You jump into a situation here. The Barnstormers were a little short of the bullpen. Caleb Fleck has been down. A couple guys aren't here anymore. So obviously your role here is going to be big, and the situation is big because the Barnstormers are trying to find a playoff spot. Are you energized by that?
Of course I am. Coming from where I was at, it was unfortunate with the team that I was in. We was trying to go out there for a championship, but it didn't go as planned. And then coming here with the energy of the team that we have is like, I have to pick it up, and I have to do that extra mile in order for me to help the team win however I can,
Yeah, this is a league that's probably more of a veteran league than the Can-Am league that you came out of, but you're, to some degree, a veteran now. You're 30 years old, so you jump right in. Do you find you fit right in?
Of course I do. I feel like I do. I mean, just like these hitters get better, I get better as well, So I just have to make the adjustment. I just have to make sure that I go out there and compete however I can and do the best I can to the best of my ability.
Watching our hitters, watching the hitters on the other team, the book on this league is that there aren't necessarily better players here than in some of the other independent leagues, but there are far deeper rosters, and everybody here is capable of doing some damage, doing some harm. Is that what you've seen the first couple of nights here?
Yeah, I see a lot of approaches, more veteran approaches from the guys. Obviously, they're older. Obviously, they have some big league experience, So I just have to fit I can't get out my role and, go down to what they do, So I just have to go out there and compete again. No matter if played in the big leagues, rookie ball, college, it's still baseball. I'll still have to go out there and compete however I can.
You've had a chance to stay in downtown Lancaster for a few days. You enjoying it?
Yeah, so far, yeah. I'm staying in the Hotel Lancaster. So it's just, I haven't really done much. I'm just trying to get acquainted with the situation in the area. So I'm just trying to make sure I get, comfortable here first, and then I'm going to be able to do what I can to help the team.
Well, it's not as big as New York City, but there is a lot of cool stuff here.
Yeah, I mean, New York City is way bigger and a lot faster, but, I'm just more of a stay home guy, and I just like to chill and relax.
Well, Daniel, thanks for taking time out. Again, welcome to Lancaster, and I hope you can help us out a bit here down this last week and a half and into the postseason.
Definitely. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Daniel Corella joining me tonight on the Gockenauer Home Appliances Dugout Report. Starting lineups will be coming your way next right here on the Lancaster Barnstormers YouTube channel.
Adam Gockenauer back with you again to tell you that we are back this season with Weber Gas Grills. We have the best selection and prices in the area on Weber, and if you mention this ad, you will receive 10% off all in-stock Weber accessories. Don't forget, we also fill your propane tanks here at the store. Don't waste money on exchanges when you can have us fill your tank and save you money. We are your appliance and gas grill headquarters. Come see us today on Main Street in East Petersburg or on the web at Gockenauers.com.
You're totally probably safe to ride on your spare for 6, maybe 9 months?
Don't trust the wrong advice. Get the right tires at the right price right away. It's what we've been doing at Jack Williams Tire right here in Pennsylvania since our family started this business back in 1929. Because doing things the right way is just the Williams way. Get the right tires right now at jackwilliams.com.
Let's run down the starting lineups for you for tonight's game quickly here as James Frisbee and Ross Peoples exchange them at home plate. For the visiting Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, it will be Cory Vaughn leading off. He'll be in center. The shortstop batting number 2 is Edwin Garcia. Devin Rodriguez is batting third at first base. The cleanup hitter is the DH John Griffin. Frank Martinez is batting fifth at third base. Angeles Nina, who's been incredibly hot here for the Blue Crabs since he joined their ball club, is the left fielder batting sixth. Craig Maddux, Atlantic League veteran in right field, batting seventh. The catcher hitting eighth is Jose Gonzalez, and Francisco Rosario is the second baseman in the number 9 slot. David Wayne Russo with the start for the Blue Crabs tonight. Russo 3-5 with a 5.66 earned run average. The Barnstormers will have Darian Sanford leading off in center. Tyler Bortnick at second base, batting number 2. Blake Galen is the right fielder hitting third. The cleanup batter is the designated hitter Ryan Castile. Trayvon Robinson is batting fifth out in left. The third baseman in the number 6 slot is Josh Bell. At first base, batting seventh, Casey Hobson. The catcher batting eighth is Anderson Delarosa. And it will be Steven Perez playing shortstop and batting ninth for the Barnstormers in Game 1 on the hill. Jonathan Al-Balad, an Atlantic League veteran. He is 7-7 with a 4.50 earned run average on the year. Some umbrellas have popped open here at Clipper Magazine Stadium. This rain should be brief. We are going to be in the clear for a while, hopefully, for all 9 innings of baseball. There certainly is rain anticipated late tonight and in the overnight hours. We'll cover the field and then hope things clear out and be prepared for doubleheader baseball tomorrow and then again on Sunday afternoon. A long weekend of baseball. The Barnstormers with hopes to clinch their first playoff spot in 3 years over the course of this weekend. They would love to do it in front of the home fans. Play-by-play baseball coming your way next, right here on the Lancaster Barnstormers YouTube channel. Enjoy a weeknight with the Barnstormers and leave with your wallet largely intact. Come on out on Munchie Mondays for all-you-can-eat nachos, dogs, fries, popcorn, and soda for 2 hours. Or how about Koozie Tuesdays, where fans of legal age can enjoy $2 domestic drafts from 6:30 to 8. Bring your dog on Wiener Wednesdays and enjoy delicious dollar dogs as well. Or on Thrifty Thursday, popcorn is just $1, sodas are $2, and lawn seats are only $3. Call 717-509-HITS to order your tickets or go to LancasterBarnstormers.com, and we'll see you at the ballpark. Lancaster Bible College has been around since 1933, but did you know that they offer degrees in much more than just Bible? LBC offers degrees in criminal justice, business, professional counseling, and more, as well as graduate and seminary degrees in areas like Christian care, chaplaincy, education, and leadership studies. To learn more about LBC and the programs they offer, visit lbc.edu. That's lbc.edu. Lancaster Barnstormers about to hit the field to open up this 5-game series. Remember, there are only 10 games left in the regular season, but the Barnstormers are poised to host playoff games on the 18th and 19th of September. Tickets for that potential playoff series did go on sale today. You've got a couple of options. You can buy individual game tickets at the regular price for Tuesday or Wednesday, just that first series, or you can buy the entire package of 5 games, which could include 3 games in the championship series, more likely 2, but we wanted to cover our bases, and those are discounted $40 for field box, $45 for dugout box seats. So make sure you have your tickets in hand. The Barnstormers aren't there yet, but they're on their way to their first playoff in 3 seasons. The last time they were there was against the Southern Maryland franchise back in 2015 when our good friend Stan Clyburn was at the helm. Right now we're going to send you down to the field. Here are our opening ceremonies.
Here to perform our national anthem down the right field line, please welcome James Villa.
was different, but it was very good. Our national anthem this evening at Clipper Magazine Stadium. The Barnstormers taking on Southern Maryland. We've got mostly cloudy skies. The umbrellas are being put away for the most part. Lights are on under the overcast. A couple of breaks in the clouds now emerging over top of Clipper Magazine Stadium. The wind is blowing from right across the left this evening, a very unusual direction during the summertime here in Lancaster. 300 down the right field line, 400 to straightaway center, and it is 320 down the left field line. On the hill for the Barnstormers tonight, 6'5" right-hander Jonathan Al-Balad in his third season here in the Atlantic League, but he has had trouble getting to 30 overall wins. He had Bridgeport's 22 wins in a year and a half and raced out to 5 wins in a Barnstormers uniform. He went through one stretch where the ball club was only backing him with about a little over 2.5 runs per ball game. Then last time out, he didn't pitch all that well against the Long Island Ducks. He allowed 11 hits and 6 runs 9 days ago in the first game of a doubleheader, but he left with a 7-6 lead. That got away in the bottom half of the 7th inning, so no 8th win this year at 30th win overall for Al-Balad. Jonathan has worked 118 innings. He's allowed 149 hits, 59 earned runs. He has walked just 24, and he has struck out 89. He comes up against a Southern Maryland Blue Crabs team that swings the bat very well. Southern Maryland is overall in team batting average for the season right there with the Long Island Ducks for third in the league. And if you really boil the numbers down, they are the third leading team in terms of batting average, but they are 7th in the league in scoring runs. And that has been the issue for James Frisbee and his ball club all season long. They put a lot of hits on the board. Al-Balad knows that. He has faced them before, and he has given up some base hits to Southern Maryland. Here is Cory Vaughn, the center fielder, leading off, hitting .234 with 17 home runs. He has driven in 42. Al-Balad starts him off with a breaking ball, gets it there for a strike called. It is 0-1. Al-Balad 1-1 with a complete game shutout against the Blue Crabs on the season. The next offering is also there, a second strike. It is 0-2. Al-Balad has allowed, though, 23 hits in 14 innings against the Blue Crabs. No balls, 2 strikes. The count to Cory Vaughn. Al-Balad working quickly. He comes back, and that's taken upstairs. A ball 1 and 2 strike count. Josh Bell at third. Stephen Perez at shortstop. Tyler Bortnick at second. Casey Hobson at first. The outfield, Trayvon Robinson back and left with Darian Sanford in center. Blake Galen is in right. Anderson Delarosa doing the catching. The ball is yanked out to right, left field. Racing over Robinson. He's got to take it on a bounce, and it's a leadoff base hit for Vaughn. 1 ball and 2 strikes. We talked about how the Barnstormers during the Somerset series gave up a tremendous number of 2-strike base hits ahead in the count. And it happens again to Al-Balad here in the first inning. Vaughn is a steal threat. He has 10 and 12 tries. The batter is the shortstop, Edwin Garcia, and he is batting .303. You will hear some very healthy batting averages with this Southern Maryland ball club. Leadoff man is on. Garcia stands in. Lancaster's middle infield of Perez and Bortnick set at double play depth. Anderson Delarosa with that great arm behind the plate in case Vaughn takes off here. Leadoff runner is on. Garcia digging in. Right-handed batter, straight up stance. Al-Balad comes to the set, and to Garcia. The first offering is low. Ball 1, no strikes. Brian DeBrouwer calling balls and strikes tonight. Tim Detweiler is the umpire at first. And Manolo Alejandro, we haven't seen too much of Manolo over the course of the season. He is calling the shots at third base. 1 ball, no strikes. Runner takes off. The pitch grounded to the shortstop, handled by Perez, out at second. Bortnick throws low back to first. It's handled by Hobson. A tough play on the in-between hop. Garcia grounds into the 6-4-3 double play. That's the way to get 2 outs in a hurry. And Devin Rodriguez, the first baseman, will come to the plate. Rodriguez, 278 with 5 homers and 37 runs batted in. The Barnstormers turning a lot of double plays here the last couple of weeks, and now that was their 119th overall double play, 96th on the ground for the season. Rodriguez stands in. He has been hitting the ball well, 406 over his last 10 games. Ground ball here, past the diving Hobson, and a base hit. You see the importance of the double play. The Blue Crabs pick up their second base hit of the opening inning. John Griffin, the designated hitter, comes to the plate. Griffin has significant power, batting .284 with 10 home runs and 27 runs batted in. With that double play, I'll send my obligatory text to Kristen Simon. Not sure if Kristen is still in the ballpark or not. I believe she is. 2 outs and a runner on. Griffin standing in. Al-Balad and Griffin have matched up before in the Liberty division. Griffin previously with Long Island and New Britain. Swing and a miss. No balls and a strike on the Southern Maryland designated hitter. Frank Martinez, the switch-hitting third baseman, waits on deck. It was a nicely turned double play started by Perez. They just got the out on Vaughn at second. One strike to Griffin, and he launches one to deep center. Back on this goes Sanford. Darian at the wall, leaping and making the catch for the final out here in the opening inning. Southern Maryland hits the ball well against Al-Balad in the opening frame, but the Barnstormers defense turned them away. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Innings like that, to some degree, a season-long story for this Southern Maryland ball club. We'll go to the bottom of the first. The Barnstormers facing David Wayne Russo with the score. Blue Crabs nothing, Barnstormers coming up.
Measure the power of the Lexus LS500's twin-turbocharged engine, the responsiveness of its adaptive variable suspension, and the clarity of its available 23-speaker audio system. But the only way to truly understand it is to experience it. Discover the feeling only a Lexus can bring at the Golden Opportunity Sales Event, with exceptional offers on our most luxurious models, now until September 4th. See Bobby Rahal Lexus in Mechanicsburg. Click the banner to discover more.
So, John, what should the Eagles' focus be this season?
Eagles fast play for sure.
As opposed to what?
I'm talking Eagles fast play tickets from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Playing's faster than our wide receiver running a slant.
Faster than our defense blitzing the QB?
Oh, yeah. The game's got progressive top prizes, plus second chance drawings for Eagles game tickets, meet and greets, autographed merchandise, and more.
Wow. I'm going to get mine fast.
Fast Play. Play fast, win instantly. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Barnstormers facing left-hander David Wayne Russo, 5'11", 175-pound, 27-year-old from California, who's never pitched in a major league organization. As you well know, that does not necessarily translate to a lack of success here in the Atlantic League. Russo has been very serviceable for James Frisbee here the past couple of years. He's 3-5 this year, transitioning into a starting capacity. This is his 8th start overall. 62 innings, 66 hits, 39 earned runs. Russo has walked 37, struck out 46. His ERA stands at 5.66. Darian Sanford leads off against him, and Sanford looks at a strike at his 0-1. Darian coming into action tonight, batting .271 with 29 runs batted in. Corners, as always, are up until Darian gets 2 strikes. You can't concede the bunt. Frank Martinez at third and Devin Rodriguez at first. The middle infield is Edwin Garcia at short, Francisco Rosario at second. Here's the 0-1 pitch, line drive, and a base hit to left field for Sanford. David Wayne Russo has to contend with the league's leading base stealer over at first. Sanford with 73 on the year and 95 tries. You know he wants to get to 80. He's got 11 games left to accomplish it. Tyler Bortnick, used to batting behind Sanford and taking pitches from time to time, steps into the box. Bortnick has reached base 19 straight games. His average still at 198. He has 5 home runs, 38 runs batted in. Lancaster gets its leadoff man on. Russo looking toward first, coming to the plate. A ball high and outside to Bortnick. It's 1-0. Blake Galen, the Lancaster right fielder, in the on-deck circle. He stays in that number 3 slot, whether it's a right-hander or a left-hander on the hill. The set by Russo. A look toward first. He'll come to the plate, and Bortnick drives it up top and out of play. 1-1. The Barnstormers do remember the catcher, Jose Gonzalez, from earlier in the year, and he's got a great arm. That could curtail some of the running game here in this series opener. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bortnick. Sanford out to a lead. Russo glancing to first. He's going to throw that way. Darian's back in standing. Troy Steffi coaching there, and Ross Peoples, of course, across the way at third. Lights on under the overcast. The rain for the moment has stopped, and I would expect we've got a good couple of hours before anything else wanders this way. Another pickoff move to first. Again, Sanford is back in standing up. Russo may very well have a better move than that. I don't recall. And you have to with somebody like Sanford. 1-1. There's another move. And Darian's back in standing for a third time. Just resulting in a nice friendly game of catch between Russo and Devin Rodriguez. 1 ball, 1 strike. The count on Bortnick. The pitch to the plate. A bunt is dropped down. Russo is on it. He's got to fire to first, and he throws high and wide. Bortnick is safe. Runners are at first and second for Galen. Bunt single for Tyler Bortnick. It was going to be a very close play, even had the throw been accurate.
Number 2, the right fielder, Blake Galen.
Tyler Bortnick with a nice bunt over along the third base line. Russo got there, had to rush the throw. He pulled Rodriguez off the bag. Blake Galen steps in, the right fielder, batting .285 with 24 home runs and 79 runs batted in. The home run total for Galen still leading David Washington by 1. He trails Melky Mesa of the Revs in the RBI column by 2. The shortstop Garcia sneaking over behind Sanford at second base, looking like he expected a throw, and none was made by Russo. Galen batting with Ryan Castile on deck. The Barnstormers trying to get the early jump on the Blue Crabs tonight. Russo looking back, and now there is a throw, and Sanford escapes. There are a couple of times with Darian at second base in the Somerset series that a throw that good would have had Darian. But those throws were to the second base side of the bag. This was right where it needed to be. Galen is yet to see a pitch. Runners at first and second with nobody out. Here's the offering. Blake will look at a ball down and away. It's 1-0. Ryan Castile, the designated hitter, due next. The Barnstormers are set for a productive first inning. In the hole is Trayvon Robinson. Russo goes to work on Galen. 1-0 pitch, taken for a strike. The ball dropped by Gonzalez as he was contemplating, it appeared, gutting a throw down in the direction of the lead runner, Sanford. Blake Galen batting at a ball and a strike. The defense has Blake, for the most part, played straight up. In fact, Vaughn is cheating toward left center against him. Russo into his motion, then steps off, and again looks Sanford back to second. The fact that there is a left-handed batter at the plate is not at all stop Darian Sanford from stealing third. 1 ball, 1 strike to Galen, down and away. Heck of a pickup by Gonzalez, or the runners both move into scoring position. Jose Gonzalez niftily going to his left. That pitch was well wide of the zone and in the dirt. 2-1 on Galen. Barnstormers fans clamoring for some offense here in the first inning. Get the early lead. Galen up there with the 2-1 count. Russo ready to go. The pitch is just off the outside corner. We go to 3 balls and a strike with Castile looming, the Barnstormers' hottest hitter. You could start the runners here at 3 balls and a strike. Again, Garcia creeps in behind Darian Sanford. No throw is served by Russo. Left-hander getting the sign from Gonzalez. 3-1 pitch at the knees. It is 3-2. Do you trust Galen to get the ball in play here? Russo, 46 strikeouts in 62 innings. It is a left-on-left matchup. Galen generally a better hitter against lefties, but I think he probably strikes out more against left-handers. Payoff pitch is due. Sanford goes. Bortnick goes. The pitch is lined to center field. Back on it is Vaughn. He'll make the catch and fire back to the middle of the infield. Galen hits it well, but he's the first out of the inning. Brings on designated hitter Ryan Castile, batting .319 with 14 homers, 64 runs batted in. Castile has 14 runs batted in his last 9 games. He has homered 4 times in his last 7. And if you take it back to the middle of July, Castile's numbers are very, very strong now for almost 2 months of play. During that time, hitting .359 with 7 homers and 34 runs batted in. Sanford at second, Bortnick on at first, Russo to the plate. Castile stings a foul into the first base seats. It is 0-1. Top of the inning, bottom of the inning, both a couple of base hits. Southern Maryland was unable to score as a double play interrupted their plans. Barnstormers with Sanford at second, Bortnick at first. Galen, a line drive right to the center fielder Vaughn. No balls, 1 strike to Castile. Russo glancing back to Sanford. The runners take off again, and another foul ball to the right side. Castile trails 0-2. Well, the Barnstormers now twice have attempted the double steal, and they've been foiled both times by a ball either in the air or fouled away. Castile trails 0-2. Switch hitting Trayvon Robinson is scheduled to follow. Lancaster did not have a very good series hitting with runners in scoring position against Somerset. Can't fault Galen. He hit the ball hard straight away, but caught. Now to Castile, 0-2 pitch, fouled back to the screen. Ryan sticks around. Still 2 strikes in the count. Big chance in the opening inning. Russo peering in, getting the sign from Gonzalez. 0-2 pitch, again on the way to the Barnstormers DH. The lead runner goes. There's a ground ball left side. Diving stop made by Frank Martinez. He has no play anywhere. The bases are loaded for Trayvon Robinson. Castile aboard on an infield single. 3rd hit of the inning for the Lancaster Barnstormers. Martinez, the diving stop. Garcia would not have had a play either. For Castile, now a 5-game hitting streak and 9 out of the last 10. He had 1 game at Sugar Land. He went 0 for 3 on ground balls to the shortstop. The inning is up to Robinson. Bases loaded, 1 out. Josh Bell is on deck. Trayvon looking to get at least one home here. He's 3 for 5 with the bases loaded on the year. Russo to the plate, line drive, fair, down the right field line, into the corner. 1-run scoring. Bortnick will follow. Castile will stop at third. Trayvon Robinson has given the Barnstormers a 2-0 lead. A double into the right field corner for Robinson. And Josh Bell will bat with runners at second and third and only one out. Robinson, kind of the guy you want up there in that situation. Now 4 for 6 with the bases loaded on the year. And a .333 hitter with runners in scoring position. 20th double, 44th and 45th runs batted in for Trayvon. Now here is the third baseman, Josh Bell, hitting .234, but having a great homestand so far. 6 home runs, he has driven in 24. Runners lead from second and third. The pitch lined into center field, a base hit. This will score one more. Robinson will be held at third. Josh Bell with his 7th hit. We're only at the beginning of the 4th game of the homestand. He was 6 for 10 against the Patriots. Castile is home. Robinson parked at third. And here is the first baseman, Casey Hobson. KC with 3 hits last night. He's now batting .218 with 8 homers and 36 runs batted in. Barnstormers providing some offense behind Al-Balad, something he has not often seen. 5 hits in the inning, the only out. Galen's line drive right at the center fielder, Vaughn. Hobson awaiting a pitch from Russo. The motion, here it is. That's popped up foul. Breaking ball off the end of the bat. No balls and a strike. After Hobson is the catcher, Anderson Delarosa. Robinson off third. Bell leads from first. The 0-1 pitch taken low. Ball 1, strike 1. Lancaster has won 10 of the previous 13 meetings against Southern Maryland this year. Of course, we had a lot of difficulty getting games in at Regency Furniture Stadium whenever the Barnstormers were down there. So we got 2 makeup games from there this weekend. Up and in, 2-1 to KC. On our 4 visits to Regency Furniture Stadium this year, we were rained out on getaway day 3 times. 2-1. Russo looks over to first, comes to the plate. Hobson spins a foul into the third base seats. He and Russo now even at 2-2. Nice play by a fan on the third base side. And is lauded by his or her peers. KC batting 2-2. Runners at the corners, at least trying to get a ball deep enough into the outfield to get the 4th run home. Here comes the 2-2 on Hobson. Chopper foul outside first base. Devin Rodriguez picks it up in front of Troy Steffi and then makes a backhanded flip out of the glove to the Barnstormers first base coach, who then relays it into the crowd. 2-2. The count to Hobson. Robinson, a long lead into foul territory. Russo will come to the plate. Hobson gets ball 3 outside and low. 3-2. Full count. Do the Barnstormers turn Bell loose? That is possible. A look toward first. Bell does take off. Hobson fouls it away. We continue with a 3-ball and 2-strike count. Runners take their leads again from the corners. Hobson's been up there for a while. Russo looks toward first, comes to the plate. 3-2 is fouled back. Bell is on the move again. We stay at 3-2. Meanwhile, Long Island leads the Road Warriors 2-0 in the bottom of the 4th. New Britain is up over Sugar Land 1-0 in the top half of the 3rd inning. York and Somerset scoreless into the bottom of the first. All of this with playoff ramifications. The payoff, and Hobson fouls another one. This down the third baseline.
It's a broken glass foul ball presented by
Casey and Russo grinding each other down in this first inning. Payoff pitch again due. This time Bell stays put and ball four is inside. That is a well-earned walk for Casey Hobson. Anderson Delarosa will step in with the bases loaded, still only one out. And a time for Delarosa to shine. Looking for his first hit with the bases loaded on the year. He's 0 for 9. 211 overall with a home run and 13 runs batted in. That was really a heck of a at bat for Hobson. Four two-strike foul balls. Delarosa trying to extend the Barnstormers' lead, which is already 3-zip. Robinson at third, Bell at second, Hobson aboard at first. Russo comes to the plate. Delarosa jumps out of the way. Ball one well inside on the 28th pitch of the inning for Russo. Jonathan Al-Balad threw only 9. He's gotten a long rest. 3-0 Barnstormers, bottom half of the first inning. Bases loaded, one out, you'd like more. Steven Perez, the switch hitting shortstop, is the on-deck batter. Delarosa bats 1-0. Russo to the plate. Delarosa swings and misses. It is 1 ball and 1 strike. 5 hits and now a walk in the inning. You would love to see a parade around the bases continue and make it a little bit easier on Al-Balad. 1 ball, 1 strike. Delarosa pops it up foul. It'll carry out a play, make it 1-2. Perez, the on-deck hitter, is 2 out of 9 since coming to Lancaster. Two runs driven in by Robinson, 1 by Bell here in the opening frame. Delarosa batting 1 and 2. Russo to the plate. That is punched down the right field line and landing just foul. Nobody was going to get to it on the fly. It wasn't hit terribly well, but could have been very effective. Instead, Anderson Delarosa once again will face a 1 ball, 2 strike offering from Russo. A 31 pitch inning for the left-hander in his start tonight against the Barnstormers, and neither manager wants to go to a bullpen very early. With 4 games in 2 days lurking ahead. Delarosa batting 1 and 2, trying to add to the inning. Runners lead from all bases. The Blue Crabs lefty fires outside. It's 2 and 2. Barnstormers wearing their white jerseys here tonight. The Blue Crabs are in their blue with the Blue Crab design in the backdrop. 2 and 2. Delarosa pops it up on the right side. Well, Perez will have to add to the offense. The play made by Francisco Rosario. 2 outs. Here is the shortstop Perez. He had a double right-handed last night. Barnstormers have made something out of this inning, but you want more. It's up to Perez. As I said, 2 out of 9 with the 1 double. This is the 4th time he stepped in with at least runners at second and third, if not the bases loaded. And to this point, no success. This young man can play. I think he just needs to relax a bit here. The pitch to him, swing and a miss on a high fastball from Russo. It is 0-1. Ninth man to step in the Lancaster half of the first inning. Target set by Gonzalez. The pitch upstairs. Perez lays off. Ball one, strike one. Robinson remains at third. Bell at second. Hobson at first. A ball and a strike on Perez. Russo comes set. The pitch high and outside. 2-1. Perez has to be well aware that Russo doesn't want to walk him and force in another run. Here's the 2-1. Ball three off the outside corner. 37 pitches now delivered by Russo. And Perez wants to be sitting on a fat one. He needs to be patient and make sure if he swings, it's his pitch and not Russo's. And not a ball. 3-1 is due. Russo ready to go. And it's high. Ball four, forcing in the fourth run. Perez picks up his first Atlantic League RBI. Robinson is across. And the Barnstormers get Darian Sanford back to the plate. Meanwhile, James Frisbee is going to pay a mound visit. Russo already down by 4 in the opening inning. And really running up a pitch count. Darian Sanford steps in. He's singled to open it up. A liner into left. Now batting with Bell, Hobson, and Perez on board. Russo ready to go to Darian. Foul ball back to the screen. It is no balls and a strike. Something a little goofy has happened to the online version of the game. It hasn't recorded anything in the bottom half of this first inning, and it's been a big one for the Lancaster Barnstormers. One strike to Sanford. Russo about to deliver his 40th pitch. That is strike 2, right to the outside corner on a breaking ball. There we go. It's caught back up. Bases still loaded with 2 men gone. 0-2 to Sanford. Here's the pitch. Ground ball slowly hit to third base. Martinez does the smart thing and takes it to the bag for the inning-ending force. Much easier than trying to cut down Sanford. Hobson is out, 5 unassisted. For the Barnstormers, it is 4 runs on 5 hits with no errors, and they strand 3. We'll go to the second inning. The Barnstormers out to the early lead. Lancaster 4 and Southern Maryland nothing.
Localflavor.com, local flavor, localflavor.com, local flavor.
Excuse me, are you saying localflavor.com?
Oh yeah, it's where I save big bucks on all kinds of things. Home improvement projects, dining out, family fun, electronics, jewelry, clothing. I even bought my wife a fancy spa package for half price.
Half price?
Yep, you know all the deals you find in Clipper Magazine?
I love Clipper Magazine.
Well, they're all on localflavor.com too. And you can get them right on your phone thanks to localflavor.com's mobile app. Here, take a look.
Well, this app is amazing. Look at all these restaurants, amusement parks, car washes, fitness centers. This is worth sharing about.
Exactly. Localflavor.com online, the Local Flavor mobile app, and Clipper Magazine together. It's like a triple play.
Do the cheer again. I'm in.
Localflavor.com. Local Flavor. Go! Localflavor.com, local flavor. Localflavor.com, local flavor.
A nice start for the Lancaster Barnstormers, certainly, but a lot of baseball still to go tonight. 4-0. Going into the second inning, Frank Martinez, the third baseman, will lead off. Martinez, a .312 hitter with 10 home runs and 54 batted in. You have 3 .300 hitters in this lineup. Garcia, Martinez, and the guy on deck, Angeles Nina. Al-Balad working to the switch hitter. Delarosa sets the target. The delivery is over but low. Ball one, no strikes. The big right-hander comes back. Martinez takes ball two below the knees. And a 2-ball, no strike count. Al-Balad last inning gave up 2 singles, but a double play was wedged in the middle, and they never got a runner beyond first base. Here's the 2-0. Martinez will take ball 3 inside and low. 3 balls and no strikes. Perhaps Al-Balad had too long of a wait in between innings. 3-0 to the switch hitting Martinez. Albie comes back and gets this one across. It is 3-1. 24 walks in 118 innings for Al-Balad on the year. He goes to work 3-1 on Martinez. That is cracked deep down the left field line, but foul up onto the hill. Full count on Frank Martinez. Teodoro Martinez, who had been their leadoff hitter much of the year, no longer with the ball club. 3-2 on the way. Al-Balad will bring it home, and it's bounced slowly. Left side, digging it up is Bell. He'll fire and not get him. Frank Martinez speeds across with the infield single, and it's a runner on once again for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. A slow chopper on the left side. Bell charged. Looked like maybe an ever so slight double clutch. Martinez speeds across, and now the batter is Angeles Nina, who has hit .335 with Southern Maryland and .308 overall in the league this year. Couple of home runs, 36 runs batted in. Southern Maryland trying to come right back. Leadoff scratch hit. Now Nina stands in. His former Bridgeport teammate, Jonathan Al-Balad, delivers a strike to the inside corner. It's 0-1. Five o'clock for the doubleheader tomorrow, 1 o'clock on Sunday afternoon. 0-1. Al-Balad to Nina. Drives him back off the plate. Ball one, strike one. Jonathan trying to coax another ground ball double play out of the Blue Crabs. Craig Maddux is on deck. To Nina, high and inside for ball two. And Al-Balad starting to get into danger of putting a second runner on. It's always disconcerting when you put together that big inning and then give up the leadoff base runner in the next half frame. To Nina, 2-1, swing and a miss. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Al-Balad, not the strikeout pitcher he was 2 seasons back, but still knows how to pitch, knows how to win. 2-2 to Nina. Instead, Al-Balad will check Martinez over at first base. Two balls and 2 strikes. Target set by Delarosa. The pitch Swing and a bounder foul. Nina stays alive with a count of 2-2. Nina, utility man. He's played in the Colorado and Philadelphia organizations previously. 2-2. Al-Balad from the set brings it home. His curveball misses, and it's 3-2. Nina first came to this league with Bridgeport in 16. Was with the Bluefish again last year. He and Al-Balad teammates there for a couple of different seasons. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Nina. Martinez may be on the move here. Al-Balad working from the stretch. Runner goes, pitches outside, and it gets to the backstop. A wide turn at second base. Martinez holds on. Runners are at first and second. And here is Craig Maddux, the right fielder. Maddux at 222 with a home run and 19 runs batted in. He has bounced around the Atlantic League a little bit, including a stint as a player coach with the New Britain Bees over the past couple of years. Well, now a bona fide threat for Southern Maryland here in the second inning. Al-Balad staked to the 4-0 lead, but lets the first 2 runners get on. Maddux 223 with a home run, 222, a home run, 19 runs batted in. Was with Southern Maryland at 15, New Britain 16 and last year, and after starting playing for Butch out in Chicago, he joined the Blue Crabs a couple of months back. Well, he could do some damage here. Martinez at second, Nina the runner at first base, nobody out here in the second inning. Al-Balad glancing around, now to the plate. Maddux swings and misses. He goes down a strike. It's 0-1. Jose Gonzalez, the catcher, on deck. Maddux, very early in his career, had a taste of playing in organizations. He was with the Detroit Tigers in rookie ball in 07 and in 09, single A in the Atlanta system, his home state team. He's from Georgia. No balls and 1 strike to him here. Al-Balad checking the runners again. Here's the pitch. Maddux gets a bunt down out ahead of the plate. Delarosa is going to play it safe and go to first. A sacrifice for Maddux with the outgoing 2-3. Martinez to third, Nina to second, and Jose Gonzalez, the catcher, coming to the plate. A 256 batter is Gonzalez with 1 home run and 17 runs batted in. Al-Balad in a jam here in the second inning, working with a 4-0 lead. Oh, the Barnstormers will keep the infielders back and give up 1 run in exchange for the second out. Right-hander ready to go, and to Gonzalez, up and in. Ball 1, no strikes. Barnstormers have not seen too much of Gonzalez. A few games earlier in the year, he was 2 out of 16 with an RBI in the 5 games he played. He's simply looking for a 2-run single here. Infield base hit, followed by a walk and a sacrifice to Gonzalez. Here's the 1-0, breaking ball, ground ball to Bortnick. A run will score on the play as Tyler gets the out at first. It's now a 4-1 ball game, and Francisco Rosario coming to the plate. So ultimately well played by Southern Maryland, getting the 1-run home, building the inning off the infield single. Rosario, the second baseman, now coming to the plate, hitting .204 with 6 runs batted in. Switch hitter, he'll bat left-handed against Al-Balad. Angeles Nina over to third base on that last ground out. Southern Maryland picks a run back up here in the top half of the second inning. Rosario trying to drive in a second. Al-Balad getting the signal from Delarosa. The pitch is outside, a ball, 1-0. Cory Vaughn waits on deck. 1-0 to Rosario. It's swatted foul out of play to the hill. Ball 1 and strike 1. Nothing hit out of the infield in this inning, but it's been enough to produce a run. The walk certainly hurt Jonathan Al-Baladeo's cause. 1 strike to Rosario. Al-Baladeo comes back, gets a ground ball to Bortnick. Tyler gets behind it, fires to first. Inning over, but a run does come across the plate. 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We'll go to the bottom half of the second inning. Lancaster ahead by a 4-1 score.
All right, Barnstormers fans, right now, we are down here on the field.
Enjoy weekends with the Barnstormers all season long. Every Friday evening home game will feature a different giveaway ranging from t-shirts to beach towels to backpacks. On Saturdays, enjoy the best entertainment doubleheader there is with Barnstormers baseball followed by fireworks. Sundays are fun days at the ballpark. Get autographs from some of your favorite Barnstormers players and play catch on the field before the game. Once the game is over, it's a Domino's Pizza Kids base run. Call 717-509-HITS to order your tickets or go to LancasterBarnstormers.com. And we'll see you at the ballpark.
You can measure the sound of the Lexus LC500's naturally aspirated V8 engine and the quickness of its 10-speed transmission. But the only way to truly understand it is to experience it. Discover the feeling of the Lexus high-performance line at the Golden Opportunity Sales Event with exceptional offers on our most exhilarating models, now until September 4th. See Bobby Rahal Lexus in Mechanicsburg. Click the banner to discover more.
Tyler Bortnick, Blake Galen, and Ryan Castile, the scheduled hitters in the bottom of inning number 2. Bortnick with a bunt single back in the first inning. He scored one of the 4 Lancaster Barnstormers runs. It does look like we may have to battle some rain here. It's crossed into York County at the moment, not across the river as of yet. Here's the first delivery to Bortnick. That is high. Ball 1, no strikes. David Wayne Russo with a painfully long first inning. 41 pitches. He gave up 5 hits, 2 walks, 4 runs. Bortnick gets ball 2 off the outside corner. 2-0. Tyler's on-base streak alive at 20 games. Trayvon Robinson has been aboard 19 games in a row. Those are very nice twin streaks to have going. 2-0. Bortnick shatters his bat and bounces one right back to Russo. A quick underhand toss to first. 1 gone. Blake Galen to step in. Bad Boys having to run out and collect the pieces. Edwin Garcia, the shortstop, handing him the largest portion. 1 out. Galen stands in. Blake hit the ball well his first time up at the straightaway center. A line drive at Cory Vaughn. He's batting with Castile on deck. Russo trying to settle in. He'll go to work on Galen. Blake pulls it down the right field line. Foul. Hit very hard off the wood front of the broken bat deck. No balls and a strike to Blake. Target being set by Gonzalez. Next delivery, Galen takes a second strike high on the inside corner. It is 0-2. Galen collecting his thoughts before stepping back in. Lefty ready, Russo to the plate. Ground ball pulled to the first baseman, Rodriguez. That's an easy second out. I talk about a stark contrast in between the 2 innings so far for Russo. 41 pitches in the first. The out's difficult to come by. And to start off the second, back-to-back ground balls, 2 easy outs, 6 pitches thrown. Castile stepping in. Ryan aboard on an infield single back in the first inning. Two outs, bases empty. Ball skips and past Gonzalez. Ball 1, no strikes. Castile has knocked home at least 1 run in 8 out of his last 9 games, and he's also scored a run in 8 out of the last 9 games. Chip shot, shallow right center field. On for it is Maddux, and it's an easy 1-2-3 inning for Russo. The tide has turned in this ball game. We'll go to the third. Southern Maryland leading 4-1.
The area's most unique beer fest is coming to Clipper Magazine Stadium on Sunday, September 9th during the Barnstormers game against the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. That afternoon, samples from over 20 local breweries will be made available throughout the right field hospitality areas. Souvenir pint and sample glasses and a broken bat hat will go to everyone buying a ticket. VIP tickets are available for early entry and limited releases. For more information, go to www.lancasterbarnstormers.com.
So, John, what should the Steelers' focus be this season?
Steelers fast play for sure.
As opposed to what?
I'm talking Steelers fast play tickets from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Playing's faster than our wide receiver running a slant.
Faster than our defense blitzing the QB?
Oh, yeah. The game's got progressive top prizes, plus second chance drawings for Steelers game tickets, meet and greets, autographed merchandise, and more.
Wow. I'm going to get mine fast.
Fast play. Play fast, win instantly. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Third inning of baseball, top of the order for Southern Maryland. Vaughn, Garcia, and Rodriguez stepping in against Jonathan Al-Balad. Al-Baladeo's allowed 4 base runners so far tonight, 3 singles and a walk. Vaughn will get things started. He opened the ball game with a sharp base hit out the left. Trayvon Robinson forced to take it on a bounce out there. And then he was on the front end of a double play, even though he was in motion. Smash hit near the second base bag. Steven Perez got it started. Al-Balad into his windup. The pitch to Vaughn. Popped up, third base side. Not a high pop at all. Fading back is Bell to make the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out in the third inning. Edwin Garcia to the plate. He hit into that double play in the first inning. A very soft pop-up to Bell. Fortunately, it didn't carry back another 15 or 20 feet because nobody could have gotten to it. Ducks are up 2-0 over the Road Warriors into the 6th inning. New Britain 2, Sugar Land 0 in the 5th. York and Somerset still scoreless in the 3rd, but Somerset did win the suspended game carried over from 3 weeks ago, 4-3 in 11 innings. First pitch strike to Garcia, it's 0-1. Lancaster leading here 4-1 in the top half of inning 3. Jonathan Al-Balad goes back to work, and Garcia will look at a ball off the outside corner. A count of 1-1. Tomorrow night, fireworks following the 5 o'clock doubleheader. 1-1 pitch, bouncer to third, backhanded stop by Bell. He'll peg across, 2 up and 2 down. Devin Rodriguez to the plate. Rodriguez a single past the first baseman Hobson, back in inning one. The second of the 3 hits for Southern Maryland in the game. Five in a row, set down now by Jonathan Al-Balad. Trying for his 8th win of this season, his 30th in the Atlantic League. Veteran right-hander from Puerto Rico originally, living in Florida. The wind, and to Devin Rodriguez. That's banged up the middle. Boy, when Rodriguez gets it going, and last year he had it going seemingly the whole year, he just gets hot and stays hot. He is 2 for 2. Now John Griffin, the designated hitter, coming to the plate. Griffin flied out to deep center back in the opening inning. Nice play by Darian Sanford racing back there. Al-Balad still has not posted a clean inning. Rodriguez at first, not a big steal threat. They're going to try and let Griffin wail away here. Don't let him get the arms extended. He's got very good power the other way. The pitch is ball 1, inside and low, fumbled by Delarosa. Ball 1-0. Target set by the Barnstormers receiver to Griffin. The 1-0 pitch. Ground ball, foul, wide of third base, up into the seats eventually. Took a big but gentle hop up in there. Ball 1, strike 1 to the DH Griffin. He has 18 extra base hits since coming to Southern Maryland. From the belt, here comes the 1-1, and that ball is rocketed to deep left field. Robinson going back, the wind pushing that way, and the walls will not contain it. It's 4-3. John Griffin yanks one onto the hillside and left. His 11th home run. Southern Maryland has made this a ball game. We've seen a few go that way from opponents' bats on this homestand. Jace Boyd hit one out there to win a game back on Tuesday night. Justin Trapp in the second game hit one out there. And now John Griffin makes it a 1-run contest. Here is Frank Martinez, who reached on an infield single in the second inning. Al-Balad to the plate, and that's hit back to the mound and knocked down by the big right paw of Al-Balad. They'll flip it to first for the out, but it's a significant inning for Southern Maryland. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors, nobody left. To the bottom of the third we go, and it's a contest. Lancaster 4, Southern Maryland 3.
You can measure the exceptional torque of the Lexus LX and the capability of its full-time four-wheel drive. But the only way to truly understand it is to experience it. Discover the feeling of the Lexus line of SUVs at the Golden Opportunity Sales Event with exceptional offers on our most capable models, now until September 4th. See Bobby Rahal Lexus in Mechanicsburg. Click the banner to discover more.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Find stories that will inspire and surprise. Cooperstown is where you, your family, and your friends can relive baseball's greatest moments and honor the all-time greats of the game. See all that the Hall of Fame and Museum has to offer and plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org.
Southern Maryland gets the 2-run homer out of John Griffin after Jonathan Al-Balad had easily retired the first two batters in the top of the third inning. Now it's a 4-3 ball game. Trayvon Robinson, Josh Bell, and Casey Hobson to face David Wayne Russo in the bottom of the third. The Barnstormers need to do more. They need to do it quickly and try and deliver a knockout blow to Russo, who has thrown a ton of pitches, mostly in the first inning. Well, they've got to stretch him out a bit more than they did in the second when he threw only 8 pitches. Robinson leading off. Trayvon with the biggest hit for the Barnstormers, a 2-run double down the right field line. His first time up, he gets a ball upstairs. It is 1-0. Lancaster still ahead by a run here in the bottom of inning 3, but Southern Maryland has up ahead of steam. 1-0. Robinson, ground ball toward the middle, base hit past Rosario. Trayvon tonight is 2 for 2. So good to have him back in the lineup. Josh Bell stepping in. Bell singled in a run with a line drive to center. His first trip. Robinson closing in on the 300 mark, up to 296. Josh Bell has had quite a homestand, 7 for 11. And if Bell had his druthers, he would play out the season here. He shortens the bunt, takes a ball, throw behind Robinson. Trayvon is back. Bell is hitting, coming into tonight, .314 here at home, and obviously he has improved upon that to .324 now. Only .149 on the road, with a fairly large number of at-bats at this stage. That's to the outside corner. And I guess that first pitch belatedly was called a strike. So Bell is down 0-2. Runner at first base, nobody out. Russo glances toward Robinson. Here's the pitch. That one definitely outside, and ball 1. 4-3 Lancaster, bottom 3. Bell looking to do some harm here. Throw goes to first. Robinson is back in standing. Barnstormers looking once again to cover a loss with a win, something they have done the last 8 times. They have come up on the short end of the score. Last time they lost back-to-back games was August 18 and 20. In between the Sugarland and the York series. Ball 2 is inside. Bell up there 2-2. And since then, they've only won 2 in a row once. That was in the Long Island series. Robinson stumbles out of the gate. The pitch outside, ball 3. Gonzalez firing behind him. And Trayvon able to get back. Josh Bell up there, 3 balls and 2 strikes now. Casey Hobson waiting on deck. Runner goes, the pitch popped up foul. And Robinson has to return. Trayvon has stolen 18. Barnstormers weren't able to get any more stolen bases last night. They're stuck at 232 for the year. They're really going to have to gallop to get to that league record. They'll need 32 in the last 11 games. 3-2, again due to Bell. Robinson takes off. The pitch is banged foul to the right and headed toward Prince Street. Bell with a lengthy at-bat here against Russo. 3 balls, 2 strikes to count. Some weak ground balls producing 1 run in the second inning for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. And then John Griffin follows a line single into center from Devin Rodriguez with a bomb to left, a 2-run home run. Lancaster trying to get some more offense on the board. Ground ball, third base should be 2. Martinez will go to second for 1. The toss back from Rosario in time for the double play. 2 outs, bases empty. Casey Hobson to the plate. Hobson walked back in the first inning. Barnstormers had that big first inning, but have not kept the pressure on Russo. Now 59 pitches, so he is back on pace to be able to go several innings. To Hobson, he goes after the first pitch, pops it up, shallow left center field. Back goes Garcia for the catch. And after a promising start to the inning, a single and a 3-2 count, the Barnstormers send only 3 batters to the plate. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left. End of 3, 4-3 Barnstormers.
Like craft beers, local wines? Well, the best place to be in Lancaster then is Clipper Magazine Stadium. That's right, all new for 2018 is the Broken Bat deck down the right field line. The Broken Bat will feature more than 20 local craft breweries and product from 2 local wineries. If something with a little more kick is your adult beverage of choice, a local distillery is part of the Broken Bat as well. Food will be sold off a pub-style menu, so get together, hang out with your friends, make some new ones, and enjoy a night of craft beer sampling along with a Barnstormers game.
You're totally probably safe to ride on your spare for what, 6, maybe 9 months?
Don't trust the wrong advice. Get the right tires at the right price right away. It's what we've been doing at Jack Williams Tire right here in Pennsylvania since our family started this business back in 1929. Because doing things the right way is just the Williams way. Get the right tires right now at jackwilliams.com.
Angeles Nina, Craig Maddux, and then Jose Gonzalez stepping in the top of the 4th. We have 4 runs on 6 hits, no errors, and 3 left for the Barnstormers. 3 runs on 5 hits with no errors, and Southern Maryland is stranded 2. Angeles Nina steps in. He drew a walk back in the 2nd inning. Off of Al-Balad, the only walk Jonathan has given up. There have been 2 walks issued by David Wayne Russo. We have yet to see a strikeout in the ballgame. Al-Balad into the motion. Pitch to Nina is inside. It is ball 1-0. Next offering. Breaking ball back to the inner edge. And we go to 1-1. Bell plays a little bit up over at third base. Nina gets ball 2 outside and low. 2 balls and a strike. On the Major League scoreboard, Pittsburgh with a 2-0 lead over Miami. The game is advanced to the bottom of the 4th inning. Here's a 2-1. Missing outside is Al-Balad for a 3-1 count. Cleveland and Toronto, no score at the end of 4. St. Louis 2, Detroit 1 in the 4th inning. Possible preview of the American League Championship Series. Red Sox 1, Astros 0. Ground ball to the hole at short, making a sliding stop. Perez, long throw, won't be in time, but an impressive play from Steven Perez. Infield base hit for Nina, and for the 3rd time in 4 innings, the leadoff man has gotten on for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Phil's and the Mets tied at 2 on the bottom of the 3rd. Red Sox 1, Astros 0. I may not have mentioned that, talking about the possible preview of the ALCS. Tampa Bay's up 3-0 over Baltimore in the bottom of the 3rd. The Orioles could absorb their 100th loss if that game goes all the way. It's in Tampa, not Baltimore. If it were in Baltimore, I don't know they'd be playing. They're not in Washington. The Cubs and the Nationals delayed. San Diego at Cincinnati delayed. The pitch to Maddux, lofted out toward left center field. Plenty of arc to it. Trayvon Robinson there for an easy play. That is out number one, bringing on the catcher Gonzalez. Kansas City at Minnesota, that's just underway. The Giants at Milwaukee. Giants batting in the top of the first inning. Anaheim batting in the first at Chicago. Later on, big game in the Rockies. The LA Dodgers are in Denver. The Colorado Rockies up by a game and a half over the Dodgers in the NL West. Braves are at the Diamondbacks again tonight. Ramifications in two divisions and the wild card there, and the Rangers are in Oakland. The pitch to Gonzalez, rolled up the third base side, foul, 0-1. Oakland very much in the playoff picture with 21 games left to go. One strike on Jose Gonzalez here. Infield looking to turn two. Right-hander fires to first. Nina, who's 5 for 9 stealing on the year, dives back in. Gonzalez bats 0-1. Al-Balad again peers over the shoulder. Nina will stay put. The pitch is punched foul and out of play down the right field side. It is 0-2.
Foul ball presented by PKC.
There haven't been very many called or swinging and missing strikes for Al-Balad so far in this game. The Blue Crabs are pretty aggressive at the plate. 0-2 on Gonzalez. Here's the pitch. It spins low for ball 1. 1-2. Lancaster struck for 4 runs in the first inning. It's been all Southern Maryland since. Lancaster's lead whittled back to 1. Nina at first base with 1 out here in the 4th inning. Ball 1 and 2 strikes on the catcher Jose Gonzalez. Al-Balad comes set, and the breaking ball, that is strike 3 called. That was a beauty, and Gonzalez knew it. He walks away. Strikeout number 90 for Al-Balad this season. 2 outs. Here is the switch-hitting second baseman Rosario. He grounded out 4-3, closing out the run-scoring second inning.
Now batting number 2, the second baseman Francisco Rosario.
Delarosa, Perez, and Sanford scheduled for the Barnstormers in the bottom of inning 4. Nina still at first base after 2 have been retired in this 4th inning. To the belt. And the pitch, big swing and a miss by Rosario. It's 0-1. With the addition of Tyrell Harris and the grooming of Steven Johnson, for the most part, the Barnstormers now have 7 starting pitchers, and that will help the ball club get through these next few days. Southern Maryland will be using a spot starter in Game 2 tomorrow night, and we don't know who that is as of yet. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Al-Balad has Rosario down, 2 strikes in the count. Game 1 will be Casey Delgado against Nate Reed. Steven Johnson going in the second game for the Barnstormers. Craig Stem and Brooks Hall, Game 1 Sunday. Zach Westcott, Tyrell Harris, Game 2. 0-2 here to Rosario. Again, a check on Nina. He's going to take off. The pitch is a breaking ball low. Delarosa's throw is late at second base. He went in standing up. Well, Delarosa unable to get the throw there. Meanwhile, it's 1-2 on Rosario. That was tough for Delarosa. It was a breaking ball down low. The throw was on line. It arrived late. Nina did not slide and then held the bag. 1-2, a chance to drive in the tying run now for Francisco Rosario. Al-Balad looking back to Nina. And the pitch in the dirt, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cory Vaughn is the on-deck batter. Rosario digs in at 2-2. Nina, big lead off second. There's a swing and a miss. Al-Balad got him to chase down and in. Back-to-back Ks for Jonathan. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's 4-3 Barnstormers.
You can measure the power of the Lexus LS500's twin turbocharged engine, the responsiveness of its adaptive variable suspension, and the clarity of its available 23-speaker audio system. But the only way to truly understand it is to experience it. Discover the feeling only a Lexus can bring at the Golden Opportunity Sales Event, with exceptional offers on our most luxurious models, now until September 4th. See Bobby Rahal Lexus in Mechanicsburg. Click the banner to discover more.
So, John, what should the Eagles' focus be this season?
Eagles fast play for sure.
As opposed to what?
I'm talking Eagles fast play tickets from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Playing's faster than our wide receiver running a slant.
Faster than our defense blitzing the QB?
Oh, yeah. The game's got progressive top prizes, plus second chance drawings for Eagles game tickets, meet and greets, autographed merchandise, and more.
Wow. I'm going to get mine fast.
Fast Play. Play fast, win instantly. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Anderson Delarosa will be facing David Wayne Russo as we get the bottom half of the 4th inning started. Delarosa popped out with the bases loaded back in the 1st inning. Infield fly and force. The ball was caught by the second baseman Rosario. Then Steven Perez and Darian Sanford. Russo has settled down from a very shaky start. Al-Balad still well ahead in the battle of the pitch counts. Here is Delarosa trying to get things underway. A 1-run lead still intact for the Barnstormers. Delarosa digging in against Russo. The left-hander fires down and in. It is ball 1, no strikes. After the 10-batter first inning, Russo has had to face the minimum of 6 batters in the last 2. Defense straight away against Delarosa. The 1-0 pitch taken for a strike on the outside corner. And we are now even at 1 each. Time called as Delarosa has to readjust the shin protector on his front leg, his left leg. Ball 1, strike 1 to the man from Barquisimeto, Venezuela, but now living here in Lancaster. Line drive, blistered out the left field. Racing in is Nina. He'll make the catch. That is out number 1. Delarosa couldn't get that down. He hit that ball very well. Here is Perez. He walked to drive in a run back in the 1st inning. 7 of the last 8 retired by Russo. That ball was stung. No justice in baseball sometimes. Perez digs in. The pitch hit high in the air, right field. Back on this is Maddux. Maddux to the track. He'll make the catch there. A lot of nights, that ball is out. But tonight, the wind is blowing from right to left. And Perez didn't get the boost, but he got the idea. Now Darian Sanford steps in. Sanford is 1 for 2. But again, this is a very quick inning for David Wayne Russo. The Barnstormers hitting the ball hard, not able to accomplish anything. A sharp line drive to left by Delarosa. A lofting fly ball to the warning track and right by Perez. And it's 2 outs, nobody on base. Sanford stands in. Darian started the first inning with a single, ended it with a force play grounder. 4-3 Barnstormers, lower half of the 4th inning. Russo to the plate. Sanford shows bunt and takes a ball down and away. It is 1-0. Since that first inning, Russo has thrown only 24 pitches. Talk about settling down. To Sanford, a strike at the knees. The count will level at 1 each. Darian drives the ball foul to the right, clearing the stadium, and the count is now 1-2 on the Lancaster center fielder. Outfielders are shallow against Darian. Ball 2 is in the dirt. Kicks away from Gonzalez. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Barnstormers are making reasonable contact. Unable to build anything since that first frame. 2-2 to Sanford. Russo back to the plate. Ground ball toward the middle. Over behind at the second baseman. Rosario, nifty play. And a sidearm throw cutting down Darian Sanford. It's another 3-batter inning for David Wayne Russo. Nothing across for the Barnstormers. We'll go to the 5th. 4-3 Lancaster.
Localflavor.com, local flavor, localflavor.com, local flavor.
Excuse me, are you saying localflavor.com?
Oh, yeah, it's where I save big bucks on all kinds of things. Home improvement projects, dining out, family fun, electronics, jewelry, clothing. I even bought my wife a fancy spa package for half price.
Half price?
Yep, you know all the deals you find in Clipper Magazine.
I love Clipper Magazine.
Well, they're all on localflavor.com, too. And you can get them right on your phone, thanks to localflavor.com's mobile app. Here, take a look.
Well, this app is amazing. Look at all these restaurants, amusement parks, car washes, fitness centers. This is worth sharing about.
Exactly. Localflavor.com online, the Local Flavor mobile app, and Clipper Magazine together. It's like a triple play.
Do the cheer again. I'm in.
Localflavor.com, local flavor. Come on, everybody! Localflavor.com, local flavor. Localflavor.com, local flavor.
Top of the 5th inning, top of the order for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Cory Vaughn will be leading it off. He is 1 out of 2. New Britain has increased its lead over Sugar Land. It's 2-0 in the bottom of the 6th. Long Island is up 4-0, bottom 7 over the Road Warriors. And York owns a 1-0 lead in the top of the 5th over Somerset. The Road Warriors last night had a chance to help the Barnstormers out, and not just once but twice, against York. The Roadies were up 8-5 in the 8th inning, and then 8-7 with one out and nobody on in the 9th. First pitch, Vaughn breaks across for a strike. It's 0-1, and Jared Mitchell hit a game-tying home run. They went to the 11th inning. The Road Warriors put 2 on the board in the 11th and got one out. York scored 3 runs in the bottom of that 11th inning. Swing and a miss. Al-Balad has Vaughn at 0-2. Edwin Garcia and Devin Rodriguez scheduled to follow in this top half of the 5th inning. Hit totals even at 6 here. The 0-2, Vaughn. It's a fastball up and in. Ball 1, 2 strikes. Albie threw a shutout against Southern Maryland earlier in the year in a 7-inning contest. 1-2, Vaughn goes down swinging. And Al-Balad strikes out his 3rd in a row. Seems to be getting perhaps some better movement on his pitches than earlier in the game. Edwin Garcia, the batter, he is grounded into a double play and also grounded on a 1-hopper to 3rd. 1 out, nobody on. Top half of the 5th inning. To Garcia, fastball to the inside edge and strike 1. The surging Devin Rodriguez in the on-deck circle. 0-1, chopper over toward 3rd, tough play, Bell, barehanded pick up the throw. He gets it there in time as Garcia had a little trouble getting out of the box. Good play by JB, 2 outs, and Rodriguez stepping in. Rodriguez 2 for 2 with a run scored. He has grounded a single into right and lined a single into center. Barnstormers with the 1-run advantage. Southern Maryland has knocked all but the 1 run off the early 4-zip lead. Al-Balad to Rodriguez, fouled over the screen, backing out of play, 0-1. Rodriguez was on board when Griffin hit the home run in the 3rd inning to close the gap. York has scored a 2nd run in the 5th inning. Sugar Land has tied New Britain. Ball is low, Rodriguez batting at 1-1. Barnstormers right now rooting for Sugar Land and Somerset. Liner foul into the Barnstormers bullpen. Maybe that first section of box seats, it did get in there and somebody made the grab. Devin Rodriguez batting at 1-2. As long as the Barnstormers go 5-6 and Sugar Land goes 3-6 the rest of the way, or better, just to be clear, then the Barnstormers do get to the postseason. It becomes a York-Long Island battle at that stage for the final spot. 1-2. Rodriguez muscles one out the shallow right. That's starting to sink, but Galen gets there. Jonathan Al-Balad throws his first 1-2-3 inning of the ball game. He has retired 6 in a row. Will go to the bottom half of the 5th. The Barnstormers enjoying a 4-3 lead.
Enjoy weekends with the Barnstormers all season long. Every Friday evening home game will feature a different giveaway ranging from t-shirts to beach towels to backpacks. On Saturdays, enjoy the best entertainment doubleheader there is with Barnstormers baseball followed by fireworks. Sundays are fun days at the ballpark. Get autographs from some of your favorite Barnstormers players and play catch on the field before the game. Once the game is over, it's a Domino's Pizza Kids Base Run. Call 717-509-HITS to order your tickets or go to LancasterBarnstormers.com. And we'll see you at the ballpark.
You can measure the sound of the Lexus LC500's naturally aspirated V8 engine and the quickness of its 10-speed transmission. But the only way to truly understand it is to experience it. Discover the feeling of the Lexus high-performance line at the Golden Opportunity Sales Event with exceptional offers on our most exhilarating models, now until September 4th. See Bobby Rahal Lexus in Mechanicsburg. Click the banner to discover more.
David Wayne Russo has been marvelous since a very tough first inning. He gave up 5 hits, 2 walks, and 4 runs there. Got out of a bases-loaded scrape. Barnstormers had 3 on the board with the bases loaded, 1 out. They did get that extra bases-loaded walk to drive in the 4th run. And ever since then, Russo's been in charge. They'll face Bortnick, Galen, and Castile in the bottom of the 5th inning. Tyler Bortnick has a bunt single, and he has also beaten one back to the mound off a broken bat. 1 out of 2 for Tyler in the ballgame tonight. Can this be the night he'll finish with his average over 200? Breaking ball, good for a strike from Russo here. It is 0-1. At the moment, Bortnick is there, right at the 200 mark. The 0-1 pitch, bouncer over toward third. Martinez charges it well and fires on for the out. Bortnick on a half swing, dribbling it to third, 1 away. Blake Galen will come to the plate. He is 0 for 2. He is lined to center and grounded to first. Russo is no longer missing the strike zone, and the Barnstormers are having to hit his pitch. Man, he has settled down. Galen's hit the ball fairly well both times, nothing to show for it. Here's the delivery. Blake jammed, fouls it back and out of play. No balls and a strike. And because Russo is throwing nothing but strikes, a couple of things have happened. The Barnstormers are swinging early in the count, and he is saving his bullpen for the rest of this series. 0-1, and a Galen. He chases it down to a knee. No balls and 2 strikes. Ryan Castile waiting on deck. This is a marvelous recovery by Russo. Nothing in 2, and the pitch. Galen pulls a grounder foul to the far side of the Lancaster dugout. The 2-strike count continuing. James Frisbee arguably told Russo that after that first inning. Go out, simply throw strikes, get ahead in the count. And since he's been doing that, very different results. 0-2, Galen lets this go. It is in the dirt for a ball, 1 ball, 2 strikes. But 8 pitches in the second inning, 11 in the third, and just 9 in the fourth. This will be his 7th of inning number 5, working 1 ball and 2 strikes to Galen. Russo peering in, getting the sign from Jose Gonzalez. Southpaw goes back to work. The pitch, Galen fouls it to the screen, and he'll stay alive with a 1-2 count. We have an official game, by the way. Not that it looks like that's going to make a big difference here tonight. The bulk of the rain right now to our south. Galen with a ball belted toward left center field. Racing back on that is Vaughn. Racing back on that is Nina. They can't get to it. It's deep into the gap, and Galen will stop at second with a 1-out double. They were cheating him that way, too. And he hits it to the angle in the wall, dropping it down about .395, 400 feet from home plate. Ryan Castile will bat with the runner at second base and one out as the Barnstormers try to gain some insurance. A lot of baseball still to come this weekend. 2 7-inning games starting at 5 tomorrow. 2 7-inning games starting at 1. Galen takes off. The pitch is a ball. The throw has him at third base. And he got a great jump, too. The Barnstormers lose their runner. Galen is out stealing 2-5. Two outs in the frame. The count on Castile is 1-0. Lancaster trying to get that extra run to third base. If you're going to make an out at third, needs to be the second one of an inning. Check swing. Castile getting ball 2 down low. Galen had, now it's 1-1 rather. Galen had a terrific start. And Gonzalez made a perfect throw. Castile lines this to center field right at Vaughn, and it's another 3-batter inning despite the double. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, nobody left on. We're at the end of 5. It's 4-3.
We'll work with you from concept to completion.
Most unique beer fest is coming to Clipper Magazine Stadium on Sunday, September 9th during the Barnstormers game against the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. That afternoon, samples from over 20 local breweries will be made available throughout the right field hospitality areas. Souvenir pint and sample glasses and a broken bat hat will go to everyone buying a ticket. VIP tickets are available for early entry and limited releases. For more information, go to www.lancasterbarnstormers.com.
So, John, what should the Steelers' focus be this season?
Steelers fast play for sure.
As opposed to what?
I'm talking Steelers fast play tickets from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Playing's faster than our wide receiver running a slant.
Faster than our defense blitzing the QB?
Oh, yeah. The game's got progressive top prizes, plus second chance drawings for Steelers game tickets, meet and greets, autographed merchandise, and more.
Wow. I'm going to get mine fast.
Fast Play. Play fast, win instantly. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Barnstormers find themselves in a 1-run game as we head to the top of the 6th inning. John Griffin, Frank Martinez, and Angeles Nina stepping in against Jonathan Al-Balad. The arm of Jose Gonzalez taking the Barnstormers out of the 5th inning. If Galen gets to third, he probably scores on the Castile liner to center, and that was the objective there, was to get him to third base where he could score on an out. Here is Griffin, who thundered a 2-run home run out to the hillside and left back in the 3rd inning. Man who historically has had a penchant for hurting the Barnstormers. Ball 1 is inside, 1-0 from Al-Balad. Griffin this year, 6 out of 16 with, now 6 out of 17, pardon me, with the home run and 3 runs batted in. 1-0 from Al-Balad. That is chased. A slider swung on and missed. Ball 1, strike 1. Both with Long Island and New Britain, Griffin has had a lot of clutch hits against Lancaster pitching. And very often to right field. In this case, the home run was to left. 1-1, Al-Balad back to work in his second strike. Reaches the outside corner, make it 1-2. That rain is, at least for the moment, staying off to our south. It'll allow us to get baseball in here tonight. Ball 1, 2 strikes. Al-Balad comes back. Griffin goes on a fishing trip. Swing and a miss. All of a sudden, the strikeout pitch is there for Albie. He fans his fourth. He has retired 7 in a row. Frank Martinez will come to the plate. He is 1 out of 2, an infield single, and then he hit a ball pretty sharply back to the mound, but Al-Balad with those really big hands just swatted it down, picked it back up, and fired to first. This is one large individual, talking about Jonathan Al-Balad. He'll go to work on Martinez. Slider there at the knees for strike 1. Albie fires. It's grounded past the mound. The shortstop Perez is there, gobbling it up and firing. 2 outs. Angeles Nina will step in. He has walked and reached on an infield base hit. What a difference a night makes when it comes to Perez. I felt so badly for him last night. Ultimately charged with 4 errors, but he's shaken it off. He's made a couple of very impressive plays tonight. Nina swings and misses against Al-Balad. It is 0-1. Jonathan looking so much sharper here in the middle innings. 8 in a row retired. 1 strike to Nina. Fouled back to the screen. It's 0-2. Robinson, Bell, and Hobson scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. Both starting pitchers, Al-Balad and Russo, able to save the bullpens for the rest of the series, at least to this point. 0-2 to Nina. Al-Balad comes back. That is cut on and missed. My. Albie has found it. He's retired 9 in a row. Nothing across with a couple of strikeouts here in the 6th. We'll go to the bottom portion of the inning. Lancaster leading 4-3.
You can measure the exceptional torque of the Lexus LX and the capability of its full-time 4-wheel drive. But the only way to truly understand it is to experience it. Discover the feeling of the Lexus line of SUVs at the Golden Opportunity Sales Event with exceptional offers on our most capable models, now until September 4th. See Bobby Rahal Lexus in Mechanicsburg. Click the banner to discover more.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Find stories that will inspire and surprise. Cooperstown is where you, your family, and your friends can relive baseball's greatest moments in honor of the all-time greats of the game. See all that the Hall of Fame and Museum has to offer and plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org.
We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Trayvon Robinson, Josh Bell, and Casey Hobson are scheduled against David Wayne Russo, who has faced the minimum of 12 batters since the first inning. Robinson is 2 for 2 against him, a 2-run double and a single up the middle. Both he and Bortnick extending their on-base streaks here tonight. Accomplished in that 4-run first inning. Robinson, one of just 2 base runners since. This ball on the ground to the shortstop. Easy play for Garcia. 1 out. Russo continuing simply to saw through the Barnstormers. 8-11, 9 and 11, the pitch counts over the last 4 innings. He gets the first out on 1 pitch in the 6th. Josh Bell will step in. He has single home a run, and he is grounded into a double play. Bottom of the 6th, Lancaster's lead is still 4-3. The pitch to Bell, taken high and outside, 1-0. Josh was probably going to take there anyhow. One ball and nothing. Russo comes back, high and outside to go to 2-0. He gave up walks to Hobson and Perez. Back in the first, Hobson's was a lengthy at bat. It went to pitch number 10. Perez much shorter AB. 2-0 to Bell. Smashed foul past third base down the left field line. 2-1 with Hobson to follow. It's going to be a chilly day tomorrow. You may want to bring your jacket to the game. Cool and cloudy, but it seems like rain is not entirely out of the forecast, but largely out of the forecast for tomorrow night. So enjoy the doubleheader with us. 2-1 to Bell, driven out to left field. This will be handled by Nina. 2 outs in the inning. The Barnstormers continue to hit the ball fairly well against Russo. He has not struck out a man, but they can't get anything down, and they've been frozen at 4 runs since that first inning. The batter is Hobson. Casey has walked and popped the short. Doubleheader baseball, again, ticketed for Sunday. Do everything we can to get it in. Swing and a miss by Hobson. He's down a strike. It is 0-1. Casey lets it go. Ball 1, strike 1. If we need to make anything up on Monday, that mechanism is already in place. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hobson takes a swing and he misses. It is 1-2. Russo on the verge of his 5th straight 3-batter inning. Lancaster 4, Southern Maryland 3, bottom half of the 6th. Here comes the 1-2. Hobson dribbles it back toward the hill. Russo comes up firing, and it's a 3-batter inning once again for David Wayne Russo. 5 in a row. We'll go to the 7th inning. Lancaster 4, Southern Maryland 3.
Like craft beers, local wines? Well, the best place to be in Lancaster then is Clipper Magazine Stadium. That's right, all new for 2018 is the Broken Bat deck down the right field line. The Broken Bat will feature more than 20 local craft breweries and product from 2 local wineries. If something with a little more kick is your adult beverage of choice, a local distillery is part of the Broken Bat as well. Food will be sold off a pub-style menu, so get together, hang out with your friends, make some new ones, and enjoy a night of craft beer sampling along with a Barnstormers game.
You're totally probably safe to ride on your spare for what, 6, maybe 9 months?
Don't trust the wrong advice. Get the right tires at the right price right away. It's what we've been doing at Jack Williams Tire right here in Pennsylvania since our family started this business back in 1929. Because doing things the right way is just the Williams way. Get the right tires right now.
4 runs on 7 hits, no errors, 3 left for the Barnstormers, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors, 3 left for Southern Maryland. Craig Maddux, Jose Gonzalez, and Francisco Rosario are slated in the 7th inning for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Jonathan Al-Balad has retired 9 in a row. He is, for the ball game, walked 1. That came in the 2nd inning, and he has struck out 5. Those 5 Ks have come to the last 8 batters. Craig Maddux stepping in for the 3rd time tonight. He's 0 for 1 with a sacrifice bunt. Facing Al-Balad, who's about 3 innings into a stretch where his pitches have all of a sudden developed a really sharp downward bite. Maddux leading off. Al-Balad goes to work, and it's strike 1 at the knees. Al-Balad not bad on his pitch count tonight. If he keeps this streak of outs going, I think he's going to go the distance. That is entirely possible here. Russo could also. The 0-1, down and away on Maddux, a ball and a strike. Russo, amazingly, just 48 pitches in the last 5 innings after 41 in the first. 1 ball, 1 strike. Maddux with a swing and a miss. Al-Balad out ahead, 1-2. There is action now starting in the bullpen for Southern Maryland. That looks like Sam Runyon's windup. 1-2 on Maddux here. Al-Balad winds, brings it home. It's popped up foul and out of play. Still a 1-2 count. Long Island finishes off the Road Warriors tonight in 2 hours, 9 minutes. That will keep Long Island ahead of Somerset in the second half race. Swing and a miss. Down goes Maddux. Strikeout number 6 for Al-Balad, 1 out. Jose Gonzalez will come to the plate. Somerset already winning the suspended game. Long Island 34-21, Somerset 33-22, and trailing the regularly scheduled game with York. Sugar Land's magic number with the York Revolution, 3 to wrap up the second half. It's also 3 with the Barnstormers. Inside a ball, 1-0 on Gonzalez. Al-Balad operating with a 1-run advantage. It's been 4-3 since the top of the 3rd inning. Swing, and that ball is rolled up the third baseline. It goes foul. Delarosa was on it. 1 ball and 1 strike. Started off like a slugfest tonight, and it's undeniably turned into a pitcher's duel. Sugar Land and New Britain tied at 2, bottom half of the 8th inning. Here's a 1-1, swing and a foul tip at the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Somewhere back in the 4th inning, Jonathan Al-Baladejo's stuff became absolutely vicious tonight. Gonzalez batting 1-2. Albie peering into Anderson Delarosa for the signal. And Gonzalez backs away just as Al-Baladejo started into his motion. Here comes the 1-2 offering. It is low. Gonzalez forcing Al-Baladejo to come up a little bit. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Gonzalez, veteran catcher, knows just what Al-Baladejo is up to out there. He has succeeded in getting a lot of swinging third strikes on pitches below the knees. 2-2, and Albie's pitch, again, just nicked foul at home plate. Gonzalez fighting him at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 13th professional season for Jose Gonzalez. Like Delarosa, the other catcher, a native of Venezuela. He's been with the Colorado, St. Louis, and Minnesota farm systems. And he has a better rate of throwing out base runners in his career than Delarosa does. 2-2 on Gonzalez. Al-Balad into his windup and the pitch. That's strike 3 on a fastball at the knees. Gonzalez, a strikeout victim, looking for the second time. Al-Balad has fanned 7 of the last 11 batters to step in. 2 outs, and Francisco Rosario, the batter. Rosario is grounded out and struck out. This ties the season high in strikeouts for the right-hander. He struck out 7 Skeeters back on the 17th of August. Rosario offers to bunt and misses. He goes down a strike. It is 0-1. Hobson back, Bell up. Breaking ball dissects the zone. It's 0-2. Al-Balad had some tough moments early. He has put on quite a display since the 4th inning. 0-2 to Francisco Rosario. The wind and the pitch. Ground ball left side. Into the hole is Perez. He'll set, he'll throw, and his throw is a little bit wide. Rosario likely would have beaten it out anyway. 2 outs, a runner on, and back to the top of the order for Cory Vaughn. The infield single is the 3rd such base hit given up by Al-Balad in the game out of the 7 hits total. Now the tying run on base. Vaughn steps in. Cory Vaughn is 1 out of 3. York still winning 2-0 at Somerset in the top of the 7th inning. Is that Mitch Atkins game? Well, Jose is in now for, it's Logan Williamson working on the shutout. Jose in for Somerset. 2 outs, runner on. Al-Balad out of the set. Brings home his curveball to Vaughn. Gets it there for a strike. It is 0-1. Rosario 2 for 2, stealing bases. They may want to try to get him into scoring position. 0-1 to Vaughn. Al-Balad a while at the belt, and he slides it away. Ball 1, strike 1. First test for Al-Balad since the 4th inning when he gave up a leadoff infield single to Nina. Perez has made a couple of fine plays out of the hole, but a strong throw just not there in time, and in this case it was a little wide. 1 ball, 1 strike to Cory Vaughn. Al-Balad will check Rosario with a throw to first base. Delarosa, Perez, and Sanford scheduled in the Lancaster half of the 7th inning. There was right-handed action down in the bullpen for Southern Maryland for a little bit. One ball, 1 strike with 2 outs here. Al-Balad comes to the set and the delivery. That's low. Vaughn has the advantage, 2-1. Shortstop Edwin Garcia waits on deck. Al-Balad had quite a run, but now the infield single by Rosario has broken it up. Albie looked in good shape on that at bat. Rosario just stuck the bat out, got the roller to the hole. 2-1 to Vaughn. The breaking ball, swing and a miss. Throw by Delarosa to first, and he doesn't quite get Rosario diving back in. A mad scramble between the runner Rosario and Casey Hobson. The ball may have squirted free from Hobson there for a split second. Rosario escapes. Delarosa made a strong throw, and there was daylight. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Vaughn. Right-hander comes to the set. Rosario holds. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Al-Balad strikes out a season-high 8. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We'll go to the 7th inning stretch. The Barnstormers still holding a 4-3 lead.
Stretch him out and sing along. You know the song. Here we go.
You can measure the power of the Lexus LS500's twin turbocharged engine, the responsiveness of its adaptive variable suspension, and the clarity of its available 23-speaker audio system. But the only way to truly understand it is to experience it. Discover the feeling only a Lexus can bring at the Golden Opportunity Sales Event with exceptional offers on our most luxurious models, now until September 4th. See Bobby Rahal Lexus in Mechanicsburg. Click the banner to discover more.
So, John, what should the Eagles' focus be this season?
Eagles Fast Play for sure.
As opposed to what?
I'm talking Eagles Fast Play tickets from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Playing's faster than our wide receiver running a slant.
Faster than our defense blitzing the QB?
Oh, yeah. The game's got progressive top prizes, plus second chance drawings for Eagles game tickets, meet and greets, autographed merchandise, and more.
Wow. I'm going to get mine fast.
Fast Play. Play fast, win instantly. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Sam Runyon takes over in the 7th inning for David Wayne Russo. Russo had a bad first inning and then 5 wonderful innings to follow. So the overall results tonight are mixed. 6 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs all earned. He walked 2 and struck out nobody. Runyon taking over. Right-hander out of Asheville, North Carolina, 6'4", 220. And 29 years of age is Sam Runyon. He is 1-7 on the year. His earned run average is 4.76. This is his 58th appearance of the season. He is second in the league behind his teammate Ryan Chafee, who has been in 64. Anderson Delarosa leading off. Anderson has popped the second, and he is lined sharply to left field. A ball run down by Nina. First time the Barnstormers will face a right-handed pitcher in the game. Delarosa waiting. First pitch, a strike at the knees. It is 0-1. Lancaster has picked up a single by Robinson and a double by Galen since the 4-run first inning, and both runners have been erased. One on a steal attempt, the other on a double play. Delarosa batting 0-1. Runyon comes back, and that ball is hit out ahead of the plate. On it is Gonzalez. He'll flip the first. Delarosa's retired. The Barnstormers are getting nowhere. Here's Steven Perez. He has walked a drive and a run, and he has flied out the right. Lancaster could use another run. As well as Al-Balad is pitching right now, you'd like to have a little bit more security, just in case he should falter ever so slightly. Perez digging in, batting left-handed for the first time in the game. Runyon to the plate. Perez looks at a fastball for strike 1. Darian Sanford, another switch hitter in the on-deck circle. 0-1. Perez lobs this the other way. It will curl foul out of play, out to the hillside. And very quickly, Runyon has Perez at 0-2. Well, the Barnstormers either need to shut down Southern Maryland for 6 more outs or score again. Oh, 2 to Perez. Good looking swing, but he just mistimed it, fouling it straight back into the screen. No balls and 2 strikes continuing. Lancaster will stick with Al-Balad into the 8th inning. If he doesn't give up any more runs, he'll throw his club-leading 12th quality start of the year. Second on the team is Brooks Hall with 8. 0-2, and Perez looks at a nice-looking breaking ball, strike 3 called. First strikeout for Southern Maryland pitching, 2 outs, and here is Sanford. He's 1 for 3.
Center fielder Darian Sanford.
Barnstormers off to that flying start tonight, and you just sit here and wonder what happened to the offense. 6 pitches, all strikes from Runyon. They'll face Sanford. Darian played shallow into the opposite field, as most clubs do. Pitch to him here, foul to the screen. Runyon still hasn't missed. He gets ahead 0-1. Garcia, Rodriguez, and Griffin scheduled against Al-Balad in the 8th. When does Ross think about going to the bullpen? If Al-Balad pitches a couple more innings like he's been throwing for the last 4, you don't have to worry about it. Inside and low, ball 1, strike 1 to Sanford. But when do you suspect there may be trouble? With the 1-run lead, you don't have a lot of wiggle room. And of course, the bullpen is still missing those back-end pieces, and the puzzle has not reshaped itself out there. 1 ball, 1 strike on Sanford. He'll get the breaking ball to the inner edge and trail 1-2. The most pitches the Barnstormers have seen in any inning since the first has been 11 in the 3rd and again in the 5th. Runyon has thrown 9 here. Sanford digs back in at 1-2. Runyon kicks, fires, and that's tapped up the third base line. It's going to be a tough play, and Runyon realizes it's Sanford and eats the baseball. Infield single for Darian. Tyler Bortnick steps in with 2 outs and a runner on. Will Sanford challenge that golden right arm of Jose Gonzalez? Back in the 5th inning, Galen tried to steal 3rd, and it didn't work. Sanford, 73 stolen bases on the year. You'd like to get him to scoring position. Runyon goes to first base. Sanford back in. Sam Runyon does operate out of a slide step. He has cut his hair rather noticeably over the last year or so. He had a good second half last year and a good start to this season. Then in mid-season, things didn't go so well for him. There's a pitch out that almost got the outside corner, by the way. Ball 1 on Bortnick. Sanford was not running. Bortnick bunted his way out in the first. He's grounded out twice since. He needs that base hit to get his average above 200. May not bat again tonight. Sanford does go here. It's low and outside. The throw from Gonzalez in time at second base. Gonzalez is 2 for 2, and he threw that one from his knees off balance. And he gets Sanford at second base, 2-4. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left. Back to the drawing board for the Barnstormers base running game. Ross Peoples out arguing with Manolo Alejandro, but to no avail. And we will go to the top of the 8th with a 4-3 Lancaster lead.
localflavor.com, local flavor, localflavor.com, local flavor.
Excuse me, are you saying localflavor.com?
Oh, yeah, it's where I save big bucks on all kinds of things. Home improvement projects, dining out, family fun, electronics, jewelry, clothing. I even bought my wife a fancy spa package for half price.
Half price?
Yep, you know all the deals you find in Clipper Magazine.
I love Clipper Magazine.
Well, they're all on localflavor.com, too. And you can get them right on your phone, thanks to localflavor.com's mobile app. Here, take a look.
Well, this app is amazing. Look at all these restaurants, amusement parks, car washes, fitness centers. This is worth sharing about.
Exactly. Localflavor.com online, the Local Flavor mobile app, and Clipper Magazine together. It's like a triple play.
Do the cheer again. I'm in.
Localflavor.com, local flavor. Come on, everybody! Localflavor.com, local flavor. Localflavor.com, local flavor.
The game is still in the hands of Jonathan Al-Balad as we go into the 8th inning. Edwin Garcia, Devin Rodriguez, and John Griffin will face him. Lancaster 4, Southern Maryland 3. It looked like this one might be easy early on, but that doesn't seem to be a concept. Garcia 0 for 3 in the game. Swings and hits a high drive to left. Retreating is Robinson. The wind not getting enough of it. And Trayvon there for the catch. Out number 1. And Devin Rodriguez coming to the plate. The Barnstormers have Matt Marksberry warming up in their bullpen. 1 out, nobody on. Al-Balad to face Rodriguez. Lancaster trying to drop its magic numbers again here tonight. Get down to 4 with York. That, of course, is the big one. To Devin Rodriguez. The breaking ball misses away. Ball 1, no strikes. Rodriguez will back away, and for a moment, Al-Balad backs off to recollect his thoughts. 1 ball and nothing. The next offering fouled to the left side, out of play. We get to 1-1. Al-Balad coming off a couple of subpar starts. One against the York Revolution. That was the game he just took it for the team, and last time out against Long Island he wasn't terribly sharp either. Didn't get off to a great beginning tonight. Now 1-1. Rodriguez pulls a base hit into right field, and the tying run is on with 1 out here in the 8th inning. Nothing is slowing Devin Rodriguez down. He's seeing everything well. John Griffin steps in. He is fly to center deep. He is homered. And he is struck out. Ross Peoples will pay a visit to the mound. That is his first.
Thanks once again. We remind you September is Ovarian Cancer Awareness Month, and during this month, the Teal Sisters, a local support group comprised of
got to make sure you're careful with these next couple of batters. You certainly do not want this game to get away after scoring 4 runs in the first inning. 1 out, 1 on. 8 hits now for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, tying the Barnstormers once again in that category. Al-Balad working to Griffin. Rodriguez, 1 stolen base on the year, represents the tying run. They're going to let Griffin swing the bat. The switch hitting Martinez is on deck. You could see Marksberry come in at that point. Al-Balad to the set, and to Griffin, a swing and a miss, strike one. Narrow one-run contest. John Griffin bats 0-1, swings and misses again. Al-Balad working to keep the ball down against him. No balls and 2 strikes here. A season-high 8 punch-outs for the single-season record holder in the Atlantic League. Bennett Perry would have gotten there this year had he stayed. And his contract was purchased. No balls, 2 strikes. And to Griffin, he got him, a swing and a miss. 9th strikeout for Al-Balad.
Here's your winning Community 50/50 raffle ticket number for the night, 40940. There it is up on the video board if that's your number. Congratulations, and take it to the Fan Service Center.
Now here is the switch-hitting third baseman Martinez. 1 out of 3, reached on an infield single and scored in the 2nd inning. He has chopped back to the hill, and he has grounded out the shortstop since then. 2 outs, tying run, first base. Have to be careful with Martinez. He does have some wallop. 34 extra base hits, including 10 homers. He's got that short porch available out and right. Time called. Martinez will back away. Jonathan Al-Balad trying to get through the 8th inning. Marksberry now warming up, perhaps in case Maddux bats here. A couple of men down the road. Al-Balad to Martinez, driven to left center field, slicing away from Sanford, but Darien will outrun it. Al-Balad has the Barnstormers through 8. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left. Bottom of the 8th coming up with Bortnick to lead off. The score is 4-3 Lancaster.
Enjoy weekends with the Barnstormers all season long. Every Friday evening home game will feature a different giveaway ranging from t-shirts to beach towels to backpacks. On Saturdays, enjoy the best entertainment doubleheader there is with Barnstormers baseball followed by fireworks. Sundays are fun days at the ballpark. Get autographs from some of your favorite Barnstormers players and play catch on the field before the game. Once the game is over, it's a Domino's Pizza Kids Base Run. Call 717-509-HITS to order your tickets or go to LancasterBarnstormers.com. And we'll see you at the ballpark.
You can measure the sound of the Lexus LC500's naturally aspirated V8 engine and the quickness of its 10-speed transmission. But the only way to truly understand it is to experience it. Discover the feeling of the Lexus high-performance line at the Golden Opportunity Sales Event with exceptional offers on our most exhilarating models, now until September 4th. See Bobby Rahal Lexus in Mechanicsburg. Click the banner to discover more.
Ryan Chafee comes in for the bottom of the 8th inning. We mentioned that he leads the league in appearances. Sam Runyon second. Runyon goes an inning, allows an infield base hit, strikes out 1. And now it will be Chafee to face Tyler Bortnick, Blake Galen, and Ryan Castile in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Meanwhile, Waskar Brazoban is warming up in the Lancaster bullpen. Chafee comes in 2-2 in his 64 appearances. He has 3 saves, a 4.21 earned run average, 45 hits allowed in 62 innings. He has walked 33, and he has struck out 55. First pitch to Bortnick, fouled back. No balls and a strike. Lancaster has not scored since the first inning. Lancaster has not sent more than 3 men to the plate since the first inning. You'd like to see some insurance here. No balls, 1 strike to Bortnick. Chafee comes back. He is low. Ball 1, strike 1. It looks like Al-Balad will come out finishing off 8 innings tonight. And what a wonderful game ultimately he has pitched. To Bortnick. Fastball runs outside. Chafee drops behind 2-1. Darian Sanford thrown out stealing to close out the 7th, giving Bortnick a fresh count. Called second strike on the outside corner. It's 2-2. Hits are even at 8. Barnstormers still up by 1. 2 balls, 2 strikes on the way to Bortnick. The pitch is low and bouncing away from Gonzalez, filling the count at 3-2. The payoff is on the way. Bortnick swings and hits a high fly ball foul down the left field line. That is to the back corner of the seats. Continuing at a full count to Bortnick. Three-2. Here's the motion. The payoff pitch. Bortnick has a walk to lead off the 8th inning. The pitch bent low. 7 pitch, base on balls, given up by Chafee. And for Bortnick, that is walk number 56 on the season. Second on the ball club to the man stepping in, Blake Galen. Tonight, Galen 1 for 3, has a double. He is also lined to center and grounded to first. Bortnick is on. I don't think the Barnstormers are going to try and steal bases anymore against Gonzalez. Galen goes after the first pitch, popping it up into foul territory. Frank Martinez with a play on the apron. That is out number 1. Ryan Castile will step in. Castile is 1 for 3.
Ryan Castile.
Trayvon Robinson moving into the on-deck circle. He's had the biggest night among the Barnstormers with a 2-run double in the first inning, a single in the third. Castile batting with Bortnick at first, 1 out. Chafee is going to fire to first, and Bortnick is back in. Brazoban continues to tune in the Barnstormers bullpen. And Ross Peoples hoping to see the Huáscar Brazoban of the road trip. He was magnificent in the closing role. Ground ball foul past Ross down the third base line. Castile down a strike here at 0-1. And Al-Balad, who has found wins very hard to come by, also would like to see Brazoban get that job done. Nina, Maddux, and Gonzalez are scheduled. 0-1, Castile drives a foul over toward the broken bat deck. Couple of strikes in the count on Ryan. Castile's infield single really set the stage for that 4-run first inning. 0-2 to him here from Chafee. Bortnick sticking around at first base. Castile loops one down the right field side. That is going to fade foul up into the seats. Still 0-2. Robinson awaiting his turn in the on-deck circle. 2 strikes. Again to Castile. Swing and a miss. The ball getting away from the catcher. Castile is automatically out, but Bortnick goes to second on the wild pitch. And Robinson will have a chance to pick up the insurance run. Castile gone on strikes. Robinson stepping in, 2 for 3. 2 runs batted in and a run scored. Lancaster could use this run. We're going to have a trip to the mound from the manager, James Frisbee. The question, I'm sure here, he doesn't seem to have anybody else warming up in the bullpen. The question here, pitch to Robinson or pitch to Bell? Which one do you want? Of the two, Robinson has been the better hitter left-handed. Bell 245 from the left side of the plate. And Robinson 300 as a left-handed batter. They're going to pitch to Trayvon. Chafee will go to work as Gonzalez sets the target. First pitch fastball in there, strike 1 called. Since the first inning, the Barnstormers have managed 3 hits and a walk. And Bortnick may be, barring a mishap right now, the first man left on base since that first inning. 1 strike to Robinson. Chafee comes back. Ground ball left side. Scooping it up. Martinez quickly to his left. They'll fire on for the out. The Barnstormers are turned away. We've got a 1-run game heading into the 9th. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 man stranded. We're done with 8. Lancaster 4, Southern Maryland 3.
The area's most unique beer fest is coming to Clipper Magazine Stadium on Sunday, September 9th during the Barnstormers game against the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. That afternoon, samples from over 20 local breweries will be made available throughout the right field hospitality areas. Souvenir pint and sample glasses and a broken bat hat will go to everyone buying a ticket. VIP tickets are available for early entry and limited releases. For more information, go to www.lancasterbarnstormers.com.
So, John, what should the Steelers' focus be this season?
Steelers fast play for sure.
As opposed to what?
I'm talking Steelers fast play tickets from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Playing's faster than our wide receiver running a slant.
Faster than our defense blitzing the QB?
Oh, yeah. The game's got progressive top prizes, plus second chance drawings for Steelers game tickets, meet and greets, autographed merchandise, and more.
Wow. I'm going to get mine fast.
Fast Play. Play fast, win instantly. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Oscar Brazoban will take over on the hill as we go to the top of the 9th inning. Now, Brazoban, as a closer, has certainly been at opposite ends of the spectrum. Last week on the road trip at Long Island and at Sugar Land, he was absolutely fabulous. He dominated the end of the game. The other night against Somerset, I don't know that it could have gone worse for him. He gave up 4 hits and 4 runs and lost control of a 6-3 Barnstormers lead. He replaces Jonathan Al-Balad here in the 9th inning. Al-Balad goes 8. He gives up 8 hits, 3 runs, all earned. He walked 1 and he struck out a season-high 9. Really a terrific outing for Jonathan Al-Balad. Gave up some runs early and then settled down, was fabulous in innings 4 through 8. Al-Balad with his club-leading 12th quality start of the year. Now here is Angeles Nina leading off against Huáscar Brazoban, who is 2-4 with 2 saves and a 2.27 ERA. First pitch just off the outside corner. A check swing and gets turned down on the appeal. Ball 1 to Nina. Craig Maddux, the right fielder, waiting on deck. Nina 1 for 2 with a walk. He struck out the last time he faced Albie. Brazoban comes back. Line drive gloved by Hobson. 1 out here in the 9th inning. If Nina gets that a bit more away from KC, he's got a leadoff double or a triple, and the lead is really in trouble. Hobson went down about ankle level to make the catch. Here is Craig Maddux, 0 for 2 with a sacrifice bunt. Jose Gonzalez, the catcher, waiting on deck. The Barnstormers need to get 2 more outs out of Brazoban without Southern Maryland putting a run on the board. Here's the pitch to Maddux. Ground ball, second base. Gobbled up by Bortnick. Quick strike to first. 2 gone. Jose Gonzalez is the last hope for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs in the opener of this 5-game series. Gonzalez is 0 for 3 with a run batted in. New Britain has beaten Sugar Land tonight. The Ducks have beaten the Road Warriors, and York continues to lead Somerset 2-0 into the bottom half of the 8th inning. As of the moment, the magic numbers are 5, 3, and 2. Here's the pitch from Brazoban, swung on and missed by Gonzalez. It is 0-1. A right-hander is throwing in the bullpen for Southern Maryland in case we get to the bottom of the 9th inning. Gonzalez has 1 home run on the season. The 0-1, Huáscar delivers his slider, gets it there. It's 0-2. 1 strike from a victory, and 2 of those magic numbers will drop. 0-2 with 2 outs, nobody on base. Brazoban ready to go. Swing and a miss. The pitch was out of the zone. Brazoban with a 6-pitch save. The Barnstormers prevail, and their magic number with York is now 4. Nothing across in the top of the 9th. The line totals will be coming your way next. Our final score, Lancaster 4, Southern Maryland 3.
You can measure the exceptional torque of the Lexus LX and the capability of its full-time 4-wheel drive. But the only way to truly understand it is to experience it. Discover the feeling of the Lexus line of SUVs at the Golden Opportunity Sales Event with exceptional offers on our most capable models, now until September 4th. See Bobby Rahal Lexus in Mechanicsburg. Click the banner to discover more.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Find stories that will inspire and surprise. Cooperstown is where you, your family, and your friends can relive baseball's greatest moments in honor of the all-time greats of the game. See all that the Hall of Fame and Museum has to offer and plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org.
Barnstormers get a little bit closer today to wrapping up a playoff spot, but there is work to go. 4 runs, 8 hits, no errors, 4 left for the Barnstormers tonight. Everything happened in the first inning. For Southern Maryland, 3 runs, 8 hits, no errors, 5 left. Jonathan Al-Balad notches his 8th Barnstormers win, his 30th here in the Atlantic League overall. He is 8-7. David Wayne Russo tagged with the loss. He was fabulous after the first inning. The first inning did get him, though, and he drops to 3-6 on the year. Waskar Brazaban turns it around from the other night. He saves his 3rd of the season, a 1-2-3 inning in the top half of the ninth. The home run tonight, John Griffin with a 2-run blast to left field in the 3rd inning, his 11th with the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. 2 hours, 31 minutes. It was a quick one tonight, 42-97 here at Clipper Magazine Stadium. The Barnstormers go to 29-24 in the second half, 67-49 the overall record, and once again, as they have done the last 8 times, they have covered a loss with a win in the next ball game. The Barnstormers are victorious here tonight, 4-3. The wrap-up show will be coming your way next, right here on the Lancaster Barnstormers YouTube channel.
Like craft beers, local wines? Well, the best place to be in Lancaster then is Clipper Magazine Stadium. That's right, all new for 2018 is the Broken Bat deck down the right field line. The Broken Bat will feature more than 20 local craft breweries and product from 2 local wineries. If something with a little more kick is your adult beverage of choice, a local distillery is part of the Broken Bat as well. Food will be sold off a pub-style menu, so get together, hang out with your friends, make some new ones, and enjoy a night of craft beer sampling along with a Barnstormers game.
You're totally probably safe to ride on your spare for what, 6, maybe 9 months?
Don't trust the wrong advice. Get the right tires at the right price right away. It's what we've been doing at Jack Williams Tire right here in Pennsylvania since our family started this business back in 1929. Because doing things the right way is just the Williams way. Get the right tires right now at jackwilliams.com.
Barnstormers continue to alternate wins and losses, but tonight they're on the winning side, and this will help the Barnstormers inch closer to that long-awaited playoff berth. Lancaster has not been to the Atlantic League postseason since winning the second half back in 2015. The Barnstormers win this one 4-3. Lancaster's entire offense encapsulated in the first inning tonight. Darian Sanford with a line single in the left field leading it off. Tyler Bortnick beat out a bunt single. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Blake Galen wailed away against David Wayne Russo, but lined out to center. Ryan Castile beat out an infield single. Frank Martinez a diving stop at third base. Couldn't get up and make a play. Trayvon Robinson drove in 2 with a double into the right field corner. Josh Bell singled into center to make it 3-0. And a 4th Barnstormers run scored when, with 2 outs in the inning, Steven Perez drew a bases-loaded walk. Lancaster up 4-0. They would send only 1 batter over the minimum to the plate for the next 7 innings against Russo and the relievers Sam Runyon and Ryan Chafee. Southern Maryland fought back against Jonathan Al-Balad. They scratched home a run in the second inning, an infield base hit for Frank Martinez leading it off. Angeles Nina picked up the only walk given up by Barnstormers pitching on the night. Craig Maddux sacrificed the runners to second and third, and Jose Gonzalez grounded out on the right side, driving in a run to make it 4-1. Things got a little bit scarier in the third inning when Devin Rodriguez picked up the second of his 3 singles tonight. John Griffin followed that with a towering home run onto the hillside and left. It was 4-3, but Al-Balad took over the game. At one stretch, He struck out 8 out of 13 batters, and before an infield single by Francisco Rosario with 2 outs in the 7th, he retired 11 in a row, 7 of those on strikeouts. Al-Balad carried the game through 8. Oscar Brazoban retiring the side in order in the top half of the 9th inning. A bit of a scare on Nina's leadoff liner right into the glove of Casey Hobson. Brazoban made it look easy from there. He gets his 3rd save. The Barnstormers with their 67th win of the 2018 season. Can't clinch tomorrow unless the Somerset Patriots rally in the bottom half of the 9th inning against the York Revolution. And they're still batting in the top of the 9th. York up 2-0. Long Island defeats the Road Warriors 4-1. New Britain over Sugarland by a score of 4-3. So if York holds on tonight, the Revs cannot be eliminated from either the first wild card spot or the second half division title based on the results tomorrow. So they'll have to hold off on putting up the plastic and popping the champagne at least until Sunday, barring a Somerset rally. Let's take a look at the Major League scoreboard, and then we'll get back to the York-Somerset game. Pittsburgh up 5-3 over Miami in the 8th. Cleveland and Toronto knotted at 2. They're in the top of the 9th inning. St. Louis in a 3-3 deadlock with Detroit going to the 9th. The Houston Astros have forged ahead of the Boston Red Sox 3-2, bottom 7. Phillies up on the Mets 4-3 now. They're in the top half of the 9th inning at Citi Field. The Baltimore Orioles on the verge of losing for the 100th time this season, trailing the Tampa Bay Rays 13-2 through 7 innings. I guess if you're going to lose 100, do it in style. Padres 2, Reds nothing. Top half of the 2nd inning. They're in a rain delay again in Washington. The Cubs and the Nats got to the 2nd. There is no score. Kansas City and Minnesota even at 6 through 3 innings. It is 2-2. San Francisco at Milwaukee. That is in the top of the 6th. The LA Angels of Anaheim up 4-2 at Chicago against the White Sox. Ball game is in the 5th inning. Dodgers and Rockies in that all-important battle in the NL West, knotted at 2. They're in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. The Braves are batting in the 1st inning at Arizona. Texas at Oakland, still to come, as well as the New York Yankees at the Seattle Mariners coming up a little bit later on tonight. The Lancaster Barnstormers secure a 4-3 victory over the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. It looked in the 1st inning like it might be a breeze, but Lancaster's offense did no more. It turned out, though, behind Al-Balad and Brazoban to be enough. Lancaster winning by a final score of 4-3. Tomorrow, we'll be on the air with the Gockenauer Home Appliances Dugout Report at 4:45. The play-by-play action will be following. It's doubleheader baseball. Nate Reed against Casey Delgado in Game 1. Steven Johnson against a yet-to-be-announced starting pitcher in the 2nd game of that doubleheader. Join us at 4:45. Until then, for our PR assistant, Joey Greer, and for all the cast and crew here at Clipper Magazine Stadium, I'm Dave Collins. Have a great evening, everyone, and we'll see you at the ballpark.